Yo, ho, ho, Bills Mafia. Welcome to another edition of Dom Mafia Live. Yo, I'm going 3 hours today. That is right. From 10 to 1, we are going to be looking at everything that is going on in training camp as it happens. So for those of us that are not lucky enough to be at St. John's Fisher today watching our team practice, which apparently it appears to be a light rain, I'm here for you. Okay, we are going to be discussing everything that leaks from Twitter, from the beat reporters that are out there, and we're just going to be discussing exactly what we need to. It's day 2 of Buffalo Bills training camp. What is going to happen? I think yesterday was dominated largely by the Stephon Diggs interview, which I feel all of us should be thrilled that absolute drama show, shit show is over. And then obviously with Damar Hamlin coming back, there was a lot of personnel switch ups. We had Osiris Torrance on second team. We had Elam not being on the first team, which was also a large topic of discussion. Have no fear. I am seeing reports that him and Dane Jackson are switching reps, rotating between team 1 and team 2. But I'll tell you what, Bills Mafia, do me a favor. When I'm trying to cover this overall camp, I figured the best way that I could do this would be to, for example, create a Twitter list of all of the massive Bills beat reporters that are currently there. So yes, I know we're doing a little bit of homework before this 3-hour stream begins. What is up, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. Okay, this is what I need from you guys, all right? Tell me, all right? So this is who I have already of all the people I know that are on this list particularly, okay? Ryan Talbot would be good. Bruce Nolan, no, I don't think he's there. I think Bradley Gerber is there. I think Chris Brown is definitely there. Let me know if you guys have, let me know if you guys have any other beat reporters that I should add. There's one in particular here. Let me check out this other guy that I typically follow on here. There is a Josh Reed is also good. I'll add him. So we just have literally a rolling amount of updates. So please let me know of anybody that you know that is at training camp right now that I should add to this Twitter list, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing today as we cover exactly what is happening. So please help me out. Joe Marino, I think he is there, but I don't think he's a beat reporter. Hey, listen, anybody that you know that's a content, sort of a content creator, a beat reporter, whatever, all of those work. So Marino is there. So we'll go Joe Marino. Joe Marino is there. It's perfect. Let me see who we have so far. We have Marino, Josh Reed, Chris Brown, Bradley Gerber, Greg from Cover One, Anthony. I don't believe he's there. He might be, actually. So is Cover One. They're there. Bills, obviously. The WKBW. I have Mookie Hawkins, John Scott. I have Jenna Cottrell, Dan Feets. Mike Catalana is one, right? Mike Catalana. Oh, fuck. What am I doing here? Mike Catalana. Add that. Let me know if anybody else that I might be. It's Eric Turner is always a good one too. He's at camp as well. And so he puts out some of those absolute crazy X's and O's too. So that's going to be some really good stuff. Sal Capaccio. I'm pretty sure I have Sal on this list already. Let me see if I have Sal already. Mookie, Sal. I already got Sal. Glab, right? She'll do that. Maddie Glab. Who else? We have Jenna Cottrell. I already have her. Mike Catalana, I already got him. Joe Marino, Sal Capaccio. Let me see who else I have over here. Let me see. I have Josh Reed I typically follow. He's been putting out a lot of really good stuff. Matt Beauvais is there too. Look at that, y'all. This right here is an absolute Matt Beauvais. He is there. No, that's not what I wanted to do here. I'm trying to make a list here, fool. All right. Dan Mitchell, edit lists. Let's go. Matt Beauvais, suggested. All right, let me know. We got to get some more. Josh Reed, I already ended up getting in. What's good, Dan? No Titans training camp today. So is there Bills camp today? There is. It's going on right now. Fun fact, Mookie Hawkins used to be my semi-pro football coach. Interesting, man. Yo, dude, Mookie's the man. Him and I actually collabed a long time ago. Long time ago when it comes into it. So that's 21 members. I want to say that there's somebody else. I have Thad Brown, although that he's probably my least favorite reporter when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. What about Wawro, right? Like, I know that he's not particularly everyone's favorite when it comes, but hey, you know what? Is that him from AP? Let me see. Buffalo-based AP writer. Has he been like actually like tweeting anything in particular? I'm not even sure if that's something I want to add to the list. I really don't even see that. Hey, you know what? I think that this is good enough. I think that this is good enough right now. This is all we have, particularly when it comes down into Buffalo Bills training camp. And by the way, Mark, what's going on, man? Mark's I consider Mark a friend. He's a good guy. He comes on the show every now and again, and we discuss some things here and there. Mark is coming in and saying that I had a chance to read Astros training camp report on Bills Daily. Dotson getting first team middle linebacker reps and positives from Von Miller and Shane Ray. I saw that Von Miller looked great working off to the side yesterday. I think that that's probably something that's very encouraging for Bills Mafia. I just hope he doesn't rush back. That's my thing. I think that we have everybody that we particularly need as far as the defensive line that could really get us through those first couple of games, which is interesting. Guys, listen, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Ooh, I do love the AJ Cebulski. Look at that, dude. Dude, my guy helping that out. He is also somebody that we should be adding to this list. Talk to me. AJ Cebulski, you said? Let me see. Cebulski. All right. Boom. All right, cool. He's in, baby. There's like a de Blasio or something like that as well. De Blasio, maybe? De Blasi? Yeah, I'm not even sure. But right now, we're literally stalking everybody. We're basically there right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are basically there. What is going on? Watching from McClesfield, United Kingdom, hoping for some big Dalton Kincaid highlights today. I was so happy we drafted him. Him or Michael Mayer were who I wanted. Well, let me tell you what, man. From my understanding, he did very well yesterday. A lot of reporters are trying to taper their expectations and say, hey, let me not get too overhyped by how Dalton Kincaid did yesterday. But we'll see. Listen, man, I am a massive believer that the hype is about to be real. 110%. I absolutely love it. James Perks, my friend, I noticed that you interacted with me on Twitter today. How long have you been following my content? I'm super interested to see what you have going on with that. And guys, listen, right now, I know it's early in the morning. It's 10 a.m. You're going to have Dan Mitchell here for an entire 3 hours. Hopefully, we're going to see some pressers today from some players we may have not heard from yesterday. Maybe some coaches. I would love to hear Dorsey. I would love to hear Sean McDermott again about his overall plans when it comes into defensive, sort of coordinator play calls. So there's a great show right here. Guys, say, for example, you're new here. You're just finding this stream. Please do me a favor and introduce yourself right to the chat. We are building a massive community over here, and I am always interested to see who is coming in. We have Bills fans come in here. We have a wide variety of a bunch of other fan bases that come in here to troll me, or they come in here just to sort of have conversations. So please go on ahead and introduce yourself in the live chat if you haven't already. Join the family. Listen, we're doing a lot of very cool things this season, and I know that all of us are absolutely thankful that we are here attempting to look at what is going on in Bills time. Dan, I am a bit late. Hey, man, listen, it's okay. It's okay. And it's funny because James, Buffalo Snowy, and then there's one other guy from the UK that follows the Bills. And I absolutely love that. I love international Bills fans. Who doesn't? And so I've been following for about 3 years, been with the Roundtable since before it was its own channel. Love all the content you guys put out. Thank you, man. I sincerely appreciate that. Especially being over at the UK, I could imagine that watching it live has to be pretty difficult because it has to be It has to be probably 1 or 2 a.m. at the point when we do go live. But that's awesome, man. I sincerely enjoy the Roundtable last night. We had a damn episode last night. Of the AFC's Roundtable. So always good. First off, we have cover one coming in here and just putting in the heat. So body positioning drill, offensive line working to stay connected while changing leverages. By the way, Osiris Torrance today, guys, is taking first team reps. Yesterday, he was on the second team. So looks like that they're just rotating to see exactly what this overall unit has. I think that they're trying to put together the perfect, combination of offensive linemen going into it today. Because let's be honest, guys, I'm not sure if you saw, but let's just say that last year our offensive line was not ideal. In fact, I'm pretty sure PFF had us as the lowest ranked offensive line in the entire league. Our depth was atrocious. So we're going to have to put in a lot of effort into putting together the perfect cast that's going to be starting in the trenches, because God forbid we know that we need that. So Josh and Diggs are stretching together. Look at that. Best friends again. Best friends again. We got Dion right over there. I'm not even sure who that guy is. A little far away. Bad angle. And so Bernard also came out with the first team today. It seems like that we're doing a lot of mismatches. That has nothing to do with that. Sean Payton unloads in the 2022 Broncos that Nathaniel Hackett might have done one of the worst coaching jobs at it. Wow, Payton, he's going in. Light rain's already starting off with that. We have Thad Brown. Enjoy a walk out of the practice field. Stephon Diggs. Let's talk. Boy. High five the little kids. He has no idea what's going on, man. He has no idea what just happened. Dude is ready. Oh, man, if I was 2 years old, I probably wouldn't know what was going on either. But, dude, once he sees that video back when he's like 15, 16 years old, he's going to be absolutely going crazy. James Cook, Ken Dorsey on James Cook. It's good to have every down back that has versatility. He's in consistently, and it doesn't put the defense antenna up, indicating run pass showed ability to lower his pads to get tough yards. To me, this says heavy dose of Cook is the plan. Oh, dude, we had a Ken Dorsey interview today? Okay, listen, I didn't see the Ken Dorsey interview. Did any of you guys see the Ken Dorsey interview? Because if that's the case, we're going to see if it was streamed. I sincerely hope it was. Buffalo Bills went. Ken Dorsey had that going on. Said training camp has gotten off to a rough start for him. I forgot my mattress pillow topper. There you go. I am going to watch this. Please feel free to watch along, and then I will let you know if any other updates come in. But I'm very interested to see this.
Do that. We're going to focus more on this, but adjust whether it's personnel groupings or, see, hey, there might be some things that we were thinking about doing with him that we might have to pivot and say, okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to focus more on this, or we're going to try guys in those roles and see, how those things work out. But I'm very confident in the guys that we have. I think we got a great group, and we'll be able to fill, some of those things that he did so well, whether it's with a receiver, a tight end, or another running back.
I realize.
Oh, wow. Are the mics working today? Wow, the mics are working today.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great observation. I think it's something that we'll continue to look at it, make sure that throughout the course of the season you just don't get in that rut of making sure a guy's just doing one specific thing, and continue to. I just really believe that, especially when you talk about the passing game, it's important to attack on all levels, of the field, whether it's short, intermediate, deep, and I think that's something that Gabe can do, and we'll continue to grow that role and make sure, he's a part of that. I think anytime we can keep defenses off balance by saying, okay, this guy can do multiple different things, it's only going to help not only the player out, but us out as an offense.
His missing piece last year was Dalton Kincaid. He needed an absolute nightmare of a mismatch for somebody out of the slot, and that's going to be Dalton Kincaid. He's talking about Gabe Davis right now, and dude, I feel like Gabe is about to have a season that is nowhere similar to what it was last year because of the distraction that's going to be on the field that's coming out of the slot. I'm very excited about it.
I realize that carryover from season to season is limited at best, right? But with the benefit of hindsight, and you guys spend so much time assessing the prior year and breaking things down, and you look at the way you've addressed things offensively as an organization this offseason. I mean, whatever the lack of explosiveness was, that kind of...
He's so goofy. He's so goofy, dude. It's wild to me that he was a quarterback, right? Dude had to lose at least 50 pounds of muscle once he finished up.
He emerged as last season came to an end. To what extent do you guys think you've addressed that? How confident are you as you get into camp here that's been addressed properly?
I think honestly the best way to look at it is offensive football is about execution, and consistent execution. And so I think the way you address it is by continuing to build pieces around an offense to make sure that you've got guys who are smart, tough, and dependable. And I think anytime we bring a player in, whether it's through the draft or through free agency offensively, those are
It's funny too, but don't be surprised because I ended up seeing my boy saying that I need these closed captions on. Like the Bills either have no mic for the reporters or they have shitty volume quality for the actual person being interviewed, which is pretty funny. But anyway, onward.
the characteristics that we look for so that then we could still be flexible and keep defenses off balance as the season goes on. And do our best to not become predictable in what we're doing. So I think that's the exciting part of where we're at is we've got, a lot of different tools and pieces that we can really move around and create some different looks. And I think that'll help, really help us kind of just not only in game 1, but game 15, 16, et cetera, and be able to create mismatches and utilize guys in different ways.
How do you think eighth presence will allow you to do that goal of not?
So this is on Twitter. Say that I use YouTube, it will probably be like cut off. And so is everyone having a hard time hearing him? Like blast the volume. I think that might be it.
Being predictable.
Yeah, I think all of our guys, that's what we really look for, whether it's Dalton, whether it's Hardy who we signed, whether it's Trent Sherfield who we signed, all these guys have the ability to be, used in different ways. You look at not only Dalton, but a guy like Trent and a guy like Hardy, those guys who have both played inside and outside, and they're multiple. They play X, Y, X, Z, and F, so I think those are always things that you look for, so that you're not handcuffed and the defense isn't always saying, okay, he's always going to be right here. And I think that's an important part of offensive football.
How is Dalton digesting everything? Because you said a couple weeks ago, like, you want to learn him, he's going to learn you. How is he kind of coming along progressively? I hope I didn't like misphrase it when I talked about it before, but obviously there's a vision for him, and there's a clear and way we see him and the way we want to utilize him, but I think the biggest thing is, you don't want to skip steps in a player's development more so than anything. So, to rush that and not let him learn the foundation of the offense and the core of who we are, would be doing him and us a disservice. So I think, with him, I think he's made great strides. I think, he continues to grow. Again, in terms of smart, tough, and dependable football players, he's shown every bit of that throughout this process thus far, and we're really excited about his development. I'm sorry to cut you off.
In regards to Kincaid, if he ends up being your slot receiver or whatever percentage it's going to be, in the past you had these small coverage, Eastley, McKenzie type guys. How does Kincaid with his size, how does that change maybe the route tree or how you call plays that involve this? Is it going to be a little bit different?
Yeah, I mean, I think what you rely on Dalton is again, I don't know if
Speaking very softly.
Slot guy or whatever, because we've got a lot of different pieces that can play in that position. But when he is, either there or wherever we utilize him, one, he's got tremendous route running ability, and does a great job, as a route runner to whether it's attacking leverage, whether it's setting up people with his stem and his route, so just the route running ability and body control to get in and out cuts, obviously I think is good. Really undervalued for his speed and his quickness getting out of cuts. And I think that'll help him as well. And then just natural feel for the game, just things that, maybe guys need like 4, 5, 6, et cetera reps, but he goes out first time and just kind of has that natural feel for the game. So I think those are all just natural things that he has. And then as his rep count builds within the system, whether it's wherever he is, aligned, I think he'll just continue to grow exponentially just through those experiences.
Is a physically unique player. Is there both excitement from?
So tell me if I'm crazy, but like I can hear the reporters loud and clear but I feel like it's almost as if Ken Dorsey's mic is just not turned on because I'm having no issue. I'm having no issue hearing the reporters, which is certainly not up to par, but I don't know. Let me know if you guys are saying the same thing. It's the Buffalo Bills social media team. Ken Dorsey, say it with your chest, brother.
Some of the stuff he does and some challenges. I mean, he's a smaller guy. Does any of that come into play when you're thinking about his role?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that you look for more so than anything, more so than size or anything like that, is the ability to create separation. And I think that's an important factor in wide receivers, or guys that have good route running ability and create separation. And guys can do that whether or not they run 4-3-4-4 or whether or not they run 4-5. And then some guys can't, who run 4-3-4-4 and run 4-5. So I think that's the ability that Deontay has, is the ability to create separation at the top of the routes, and a good route runner that makes it easier to throw to guys like that, whether big, small, or medium.
With Hardy in mind, last year you ranked near the top of the league in virtually every offensive category. One area that you didn't rank high, run after yards after catch. How much, when you looked at that, how important was that when you're still sixth in passing, and was Hardy part of that?
I think it's a great question, because I think that's something that we've looked at honestly this year and in past years, going into last year as well. The emphasis on rack, and you want to be able to turn those short passes into bigger gains. And some of that is, making a guy miss. Some of that is just knifing two defenders and getting an extra 2 or 3 yards, because those things add up. So we look at all that, whether it's what we're doing conceptually or personnel wise, ball placement wise, whatever it is, how we're attacking defenses. We're going to look at those things and really try to make sure we're stressing rack with these guys, and stressing that, because it's a huge part of the game. And if you could get a little bit better and a little bit better, I think it's going to pay off down the line.
Can you kind of reflect on what happened with Steph at mandatory minicamp, and is it resolved to your satisfaction?
Oh God, here we go again.
Yeah, I mean, Steph's been great. For me, this camp and everything. He's come in with a tremendous attitude. Let's be. I mean, he's a tremendous player. One, he's a top receiver in this league. For one, and then from my perspective, honestly, like, he is a great human being. I really, I believe that he's a tremendous human being, and I think to my experiences and my input with whether it's anybody in this organization, I really feel like we're in a great spot moving forward, and really excited about him and what he's bringing to this team, not only from a physical standpoint, what he can do on the field, but a leadership standpoint, and who he is and what he's all about. So, I love Steph, and I'm really excited to move forward. And look, we're all human, right? And it's an emotional game, and that's going to be something that we all learn from.
And Damian Harris seems like a guy that not only brings a positive attitude, but really wants to spread, making an impact in the locker room. What kind of impact has he had so far in the room that way?
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. Damian's just been, I don't know if I've seen him have a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's had a headache before or anything. You know what I mean? That's just, he's a great locker room presence, and great out on the field, physical, hard runner. Really excited to see him, in pads and in action and everything. And so, just that infectious attitude really carries over. And I think
Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this works out better. So I'm going to share this tab, see if I can turn and see if it sounds better at least.
that you look for more.
Oh,
so
hell
than
yeah.
anything, more so than
Hell
size
yeah.
or anything like that, is the ability to create separation. And I think that's an important factor in wide receivers, or guys that
Do that, baby.
have good route running ability and create separation. And guys can do that whether or not they run 4-3-4-4 or whether or not they run 4-5. And then some guys can't, who run 4-3-4-4 and run 4-5. So I think that's the ability that Deontay has, is the ability to create separation,
at the top of the routes and a good route runner that makes it easier to throw to guys like that, whether big, small, or medium.
With Hardy in mind, last year you ranked near the top of the league in virtually every offensive category. One area that you didn't rank high on run after yards after catch. How much, when you looked at that, how important was that when you're still sixth in passing, and was Hardy part of that?
I think it's a great question, because I think that's something that we've looked at honestly this year and in past years, going into last year as well. The emphasis on rack, and you want to be able to turn those short passes into bigger gains. And some of that is, making a guy miss. Some of that is just knifing two defenders and getting an extra 2 or 3 yards, because those things add up, so we look at all that, whether it's what we're doing conceptually or personnel wise, ball placement wise, whatever it is, how we're attacking defenses. We're going to look at those things and really try to make sure we're stressing rack with these guys and stressing that, because it's a huge part of the game. And if you could get a little bit better, I think it's going to pay off down the line.
With Hardy, can you kind of reflect on what happened with Steph at mandatory minicamp?
Yeah, of course they're bringing this back up.
I mean, Steph's been great. For me, this camp and everything. He's come in with a tremendous attitude. And let's be. I mean, he's a tremendous player. One, he's a top receiver in this league. For one, and then from my perspective, honestly, like, he is a great human being. I really, I believe that he's a tremendous human being. And, I think, to my experiences and my input with whether it's anybody in this organization, I really feel like we're in a great spot moving forward, and really excited about him and what he's bringing to this team, not only from a physical standpoint, what he could do on the field, but a leadership standpoint and who he is and what he's all about. So, I love Steph, and I'm really excited to move forward. And look, we're all human, right? And it's an emotional game, and that's going to be something that we all learn from.
Ken, Damian Harris seems like a guy that not only brings a positive attitude, but really wants to spread, make it infectious in the locker room. What kind of impact has he had so far in the room that way? Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. Yeah, Damian's just been, I don't know if I've seen him have a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's had a headache before or anything. You know what I mean? That's just, he's a great locker room presence, and, great out on the field, physical, hard runner. Really excited to see him, in pads and in action and everything. And so, just that infectious attitude really carries over. And I think he fits in well with us. You know what I mean? Like, you need that energy, just going back to a guy like Steph, who brings that energy. Damian brings that energy. Like, you want guys on your roster that bring energy to your football team. I think that's a critical piece in this game, because it's an emotional game. It's a game that you can't play like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you've got to have that emotion playing the game. So I think it's great to have a guy like that who brings that energy and juice every single day. And when you're in that room, what kind of growth have you seen from James Cook going into the second half?
Yeah, he just continues
James
to
Cook, let's hear about
grow. And I mean, I'm
Talk about
really excited about the experience he picked up last year, and kind of just the way we evolved, kind of get into a more of a two-man approach last year, to really, between him and Devin last season, and then just that growth and what he can do, and the versatility that he has, and the ability to have a guy with that type of versatility that's an every down back, I think is very helpful, because now it's like, when he comes in the game, it's not like antennas are up. He's in the game consistently. So I think a guy like that provides a lot of versatility for you. And, not only as a pass catcher, but a guy you can hand the ball off to, and he'll get tough yards. He'll lower his pads and get some hidden yards. He's explosive. And I think you saw all of that last season.
Yeah, when you talk about predictability and showing defenses new looks, when things kind of when the offense kind of slowed down to a certain degree last year, efficiency-wise, was that maybe one of the takeaways you took from that?
I think when you look at it, it's just,
as the season goes, it's a long season, and there's ebbs and flows in a season, and there's times where no matter who you're playing, I mean, you look at the Jacksonville game a few years ago, we put up 3 points or whatever and lost to them. And I don't think they had a win yet to that point. Correct. So you look at a season and there's these things that you look at and you're just like, why, and everything. And sometimes it's just the natural ebbs and flows of a long physical season, for these guys and for coaches and for everybody. So I think some of that's just the natural, honestly, ebbs and flows of a season that you just got to battle through and push through and get through and find ways, whether it's the run, relying on the run game a little bit more.
Great point there, James. Great point, right? Like, I love James Cook. I really think that his true value is in the pass catching game. It really, really is. If you really want like that battering ram, you want like that like big bodied bruiser sort of running back, you're going to get that out of Damian Harris and Latavius Murray each and every single time. Do keep in mind that they're probably going to keep a lot of these strategies to the vest or close to the vest, even though he's hyping up James Cook right now. Don't be surprised. I've said this, and I mean, y'all probably think I'm just beating a dead horse by saying this exact same take over and over again, but I just want to make it be known that don't expect there to be any unanimous bell cow this year. I'm still on that train where I feel that we are going to heavily utilize running back by committee. Damian Harris is more than likely going to have around the same amount of carries as James Cook this year. I don't think that he's going to be situational. Latavius Murray, on the other hand, he will be situational. Probably not nearly as many touches, but best believe he will be used. Let me know what you guys think in the chat about where you think our running back room, what direction they're going to.
Whether it's, hey, having to rely on somebody else, to step up and make plays, So I think some of that more so than anything is just the natural way a season goes. And then you do everything you can to curb that by, again, just trying to create some different looks and mismatches and things like that to get some easier, quote unquote, easier ones, which there's not a lot of easy in this league, obviously. But, I think those are.
That damn jet ski took away Nyheim Hines way too soon, man. Okay. I'm still looking for that fool. But yeah, man, I mean, I think that bringing in Darrington Evans certainly made some sense. Yesterday, he was taking reps as a punt returner. So we'll see who wins that battle. I'm still under the impression it's going to be Hardy, but.
Are all things you look at and try to say, okay, how can we help these ebbs and flows? And some of that is some of the variations that we're talking about.
Do you feel that the offense did push through last year, or did it need to be more to close the season? Look, I look back at the Hines game, I mean, where Hines actually returned 2 touchdowns to really pick up the scoring, which was beneficial, but the offense still had some ebbs and flows in that game. So it seemed, do you feel that you guys pushed through it, were able to push through it enough to close last season?
I feel like anytime, you win the games that we won, then yeah, you find ways to, push through. And I think our guys mentally and physically did a great job of that. And without a doubt, and I think, obviously you always, when you look back at it, and you don't end the season the way you want to, you're always going to want more. It's just the competitive nature of you. And you're going to always look at that and say, hey, I want to be
his son 1,000%.
I want to be better. And that's going to be part of, the process every single year. So I think, you want to continue to grow, you want to continue to get better. And, you hold yourself to a standard of.
And so I feel like that there's like some unreasonable expectations, like Mike just ended up pointing out. He's not that kind of back. He was not that kind of back in Georgia. This offseason, say, for example, that he were to come to camp with a little bit more size and a little bit more muscle, then I 1,000% would be a believer in James Cook truly being a running back that can run between the tackles. I just don't see the size in him, man. I really don't. I think that we can't expect that out of James Cook, hence why we brought in Damian Harris in the first place. My thought process.
What you want, and you continue to shoot for that.
Ken, you're competitive. Sean's competitive. He's got a new role now, obviously, a lot more hands on with defense.
Might get him.
How's that dynamic?
No,
knowing that he's also your boss. So
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. No, it's been great, and I got so much respect for Sean, not only as a play caller and what he's done as that, but also as the the leader of this organization, this team. I mean, he does such a good job and is probably so undervalued, I think, around the league for the type of guy he is, the type of coach he is, the type of human being he is, father, husband. Like, he's just a great human and a great leader for us. So, I mean, I've learned so much from just being around him in this role. You know, obviously I was around him when he was a coordinator, but, you know, it's such a different role, you know, for him here, obviously. And it's just been great to learn from him, and a lot of fun this year, just kind of going in and competing against him, because, you know, he does make things tough on you, which is great, which is exactly what you want.
Solid take by Mark right here, saying that I'm thinking that it will be a mixture of running back, game situation dependent, and field position dependent. Bills mix in outside runs with Cook and more between the tackles with Harris and Murray. I really think it's a perfect storm. I really, really think that it's a perfect storm when it comes down into this running back room. I feel like we improved significantly from last year.
As an offense, you know, you want a defense is going to make it tough on you so that you can continue to grow and have, you know, those tough challenges in practice.
Just want to go back to last year a little bit. When you go back and self-scout a little bit, look at things. Obviously, you're not going to say exactly what teams did. Did you find maybe the teams adjusted certain ways, and now you're looking at that and saying, okay, this is how they countered what we did, which is how you formulate your offseason. Like, what goes into formulating the offseason plan when you're coming into this year based upon those kinds of things? If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I think what we looked at more so than anything is okay, how can we grow as an offense, and how can we, you know, adjust things to potentially, you know, help our guys out and create matchups and create things for us, you know, to keep a defense off balance more so than anything. So I think the biggest thing was looking at not only, okay, how to help Josh, but, you know, also how to help the guys out up front, how to help, you know, the receivers out and tight ends. So, you know, I think we took a good look at things and made sure that one, hey, what we were running last year, did we like it? And I think for the most part, we really did. You know, there are some concepts you look at and you're like, okay, let's put this on the back burner for now. You know, especially once things get settled with your personnel and everything like that, because you don't want to have guys doing stuff that, you know, doesn't maximize what they can do physically and mentally. You know, so we really went back and took a look, and I think more so than anything, you look inside kind of the building and inside of what we have personnel wise, and then what we're doing schematically to make sure everything's tied together.
In that same vein, Josh has made it a point about, as he said, to cut down on the turnovers. How can you help them both in setting like this preparation wise and then on game days?
Yeah, I think that's something that, you know, you always focus on as an offense, you know, because I think anytime you can protect the football and you know, really stay on the field, it's going to create more and more opportunities for you, you know, and you don't want to live in the world like the playoff game where, you know, we have the turnovers, but we're still able to put up points and have success, but you don't want to live in that world. You know what I mean? So I think Josh does a great job really kind of evaluating himself and evaluating the things he wants to work on and things that we've talked about. And but it's not just that. It's, you know, it's the ball security by all of our ball carriers and those things. It's, you know, ball security starts with you know, guys up front as well. So it all ties together. It ties together with getting population of the football when guys are running downfield, getting guys to the ball. So if something does happen, we got guys there to get on it. So there's a lot of things that go into ball security. It's never just one individual. You know, obviously Josh is in the position he is and is as high profile as anybody in terms of, you know, the position he plays, but it's never just one individual when you're talking about ball security. Thank you guys.
Interesting. Heard from Dorsey. He was live about an hour ago as practice is currently going on. Let's go ahead and actually share. Let's check out my Twitter list. Bills Beat, guys. I did end up putting together a Twitter list here. If anybody has any other reporters I should add to this, I am sincerely just looking for everybody that is at camp so I can give you up to date. I know all of us wish that we were there right now. I wish that I was there. You see Greg over there just living the life. Eric living the life over there. Sixth sleeve, Eric. Like that. Just some like standard videos. Oh, okay. A little bit of news here from Thad Brown. So Kyle Allen just looked Jared Maiden out of his shoes. Wide open TD Shakir. Hey, listen, a lot of us are pumped about Shakir. We should be. How it plays out, I'm fine with that. Defense all over the offense to start today, not rain related. They're just covering everything. Dane Jackson took away at least 2 Josh throws, meaning that he has 2 interceptions. Or what's going on? Hey, listen, you know what? It's one of those bittersweet situations when it comes into our quarterback getting picked off in training camp. Are we mad at Josh Allen or are we celebrating our defense? It's only training camp, ladies and gentlemen. Get that rust out of the situation. We got Hamlin over there stretching, ready to go. We were already talking about that. This was the interview we just ended up watching from Dorsey. And hear me out, guys. I have like a different take when it comes to Dorsey because I feel like he gets a lot of flack. Okay? A lot of flack. Oh, I think I did actually add Buffalo Fanatics to this list. I believe I did. Let me see. Me add Buff Fanatics. So I got Buff Fanatics in here? Talk to me, Buff. Talk to me, Buffy. I don't. What the hell is my problem here? Buffalo Fanatics. I'm glad to see that they received their Twitter account back. I saw that it was hacked. Saw that it was hacked there for a second, but okay, one of the managed members. Okay, so I got that. Done. All right, boom. Here, let's go ahead and refresh it. See if Buff Fanatics is getting into this as well. Funny story, I actually tried to, there you go. Dorian, Rapp, and Bernard out there with the ones at linebacker. Hey, listen, we're mixing and matching right now. We're trying to figure out our overall depth, which is always good. Leah, good morning. How are you? Hope all is well. Love that. Buff Fanatics coming in, baby. Listen, we got training camp here. We got everything. It's funny because I tried texting Rico and I tried texting Z-Bot to see if they wanted to come on, have a little conversation. I mean, this is a 3-hour stream, so I'm going to see if I can get some other Bills content creators on here so we can have an open conversation. Guys, say, for example, that you're just getting in here. Definitely go ahead and smash that like button. It is completely free, takes less than a second, and it helps my channel out with the algorithm. It introduces my content to a wide variety of people that perhaps are starved, want to know what's going on, and don't want to be going through the whole piecing together all the information as we figure it out. We're just hanging out over here, baby. I'm going to be live until probably about 1:30. It's training camp. All right, what else are we going to do? We're talking football Fanatics over here. Say, for example, that you guys are new here. You're just finding my content. Please don't be shy. Go on ahead and introduce yourself in the live chat. Let us know where you were from, where you're tuning in from, what team you're representing. It's not always Bills Mafia. Everybody in here, everybody in the chat is welcome, regardless of what team that they do follow. Do it up, guys, and subscribe. Listen, we have a lot of very exciting, very, very exciting content planned for this season coming up. Don't be shy. Please introduce yourself. And say, for example, that you guys love hanging out in this live chat. The party never stops in my Discord. Party never stops in my Discord, ladies and gents. Right, as you can see, I have a chat room for all things Buffalo Bills and NFL. Have quite a few things planned around this thing. Have seen several people join throughout the past couple of days since I have started my overall season. This is the first season, ladies and gentlemen, where this is my full-time gig. So you are going to be getting entertained, at least I hope so, for the time being. So go ahead and join that Discord. I have a sports betting channel, which I'm very, very excited about. Once the season starts, I'm going to be putting all of my takes in there, all of my picks. Bad takes. I do host a show called Shitty Takes. So say, for example, you find a shit take on Twitter, on YouTube, on whatever, do that, and then I will sincerely react to it. A Bills discussion, NFL trash talk, for those of you that like arguing in the live chat. This is your place where you can do it as much as humanly possible. And then overall, the Bills discussion, making that work. So definitely go ahead and join that Discord. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Now, one thing I wanted to put out there, guys, right? And definitely feel free to include yourself in this conversation because I feel like Ken Dorsey, right? Ken Dorsey, 110%, was given a lot of shit last year, right? He was. Like, everyone was, like, making it out to be. They wanted to grab their pitchforks and completely run this dude out of town, all right? They're like, no, we need a new offensive coordinator. He's not the answer. But I do want to point out a couple of things here, right? And it's not always that the stat sheet tells the entire story. I know that he's had his share of struggles when it comes into the red zone, which apparently, from what I understand, there's a lot of positivity surrounding some of the new red zone formations with some of our new personnel in there. But guys, look at this, okay? So yards per game, Bills finished second in the league. Yards overall, Bills finished fourth. Passing, let's talk about passing here. So the Buffalo Bills, we're still in the top 10, right over there with passing. Yards per game, once again, top 10. Rushing, And so you guys are going to be wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top 10 in rushing, which is still absolutely bonkers, but you have to remember Josh Allen probably accounted for at least 30 to 40% of those overall statistics. Yards per game in rushing, Buffalo Bills top 10. Points per game, let's talk about that. Buffalo Bills 4th in the league, okay? Points altogether, excuse me. And then points per game, Buffalo Bills 28.4. Second in the overall league. There was not a single category where the Buffalo Bills, at least from what ESPN is showing, that were out of the top 10, right? So what exactly was it? So let's go ahead and compare it to Brian Dable, right? Let's compare it to Brian Dable, not the 2021 postseason, baby. Let's talk about the regular season we're talking about. So we get there, yards right there. The Buffalo Bills were 5th in overall yards in 2021 last year of Brian Dable. Yards per game, 5th once again. Yards in passing, Buffalo Bills, top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9th. So Dorsey had better in overall yards. Yards per game, once again, top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once again, rushing yards, Buffalo, once again, but that's Josh Allen. Let's not get too excited here, ladies and gents. Points, Buffalo Bills were 3rd. Points per game, 3rd. So when you look at it statistically, did Dorsey have a better year than Dable in 2021? Hey, you know what? Maybe there's not full context here. So let's also look at the 2020 regular season when we had the Buffalo Bills. All right. So 2020 Bills went, second yards per game, yards total, yards per game, passing yards. Where were we? Third yards per game, rushing once again. Buffalo Bills were nowhere near rushing that year because Josh Allen must have not went as off as he used to. Yards per game rushing, that was pretty weak on that end. Josh must have not done his thing. Points, Buffalo Bills 2nd, and then points per game, Buffalo Bills 2nd. So it's funny, guys, right? Because do you really see much of a difference? So between Ken Dorsey and Brian Dable, regular season. Now, I will say, okay, let's look at overall red zone, right? Red zone offense 2022. Let's see that. Let's see red zone offense rankings. Okay, so we got team rankings right over here. We got 2022. This was with Dorsey. This is the biggest takeaway from last year. Buffalo was number 9 in overall red zone offense. That was the biggest thing. That was our biggest issue last year. Let's compare that to 2021. Where was Buffalo then? Buffalo was number 1 in the league with red zone offense in 2021 under Dable. 2020, take a look. 2020, number 12. 2019, maybe. Knock that out. Not so good. But in 2021, that year before Dable decided to get back into the whole thing, oh, shit. And so I feel like that I wasn't even sharing my screen, bro. And get in the zone, baby. You're streaming for the next 2.5 hours, maybe more. Who even knows? Red zone 2022. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Red zone rankings 2022. Talk to me. Where's it at? There you go. That's it. Okay, let me go on ahead and share this tab real fast. The biggest difference last year, right? So in 2022 under Dorsey, we were still top 10, right? So there was definitely a lot left to be desired. 2021, and so I'm sharing my screen here. Let me make sure. Perfect. 2021, we had Buffalo number 1 in the entire league for overall red zone efficiency at 66.28%. Let's see what the percentage was in 2022. I didn't mark out that. 60%. So about a 2% decrease in what we were going with. So a 6% decrease. 2020 was the year when I thought that our offense was absolutely blowing up, right? And then you have Buffalo sitting there at 61% going into it. So, I mean, even really with red zone, we're talking about a very marginal difference as far as percentage is concerned. Largest difference would probably have to be from 21 and 2022 because we were so used to seeing the number 1 overall red zone offense in the entire NFL. So apparently we just ended up getting spoiled. So from 66 down to 60, I'm not saying that that is like unacceptable, but I feel like that there's a lot left to be desired. So I think on this stream, if you guys walk away with anything, the difference between Dable and Dorsey is so marginal. It is so marginal that I feel like the guy ended up having more of personnel issues over anything. That is my overall take on the difference between Brian Dable and Ken Dorsey, was the fact that I think Ken Dorsey just didn't have a few pieces of some quality personnel. That was my entire thing. You look at the stats, Dable's offense over to Dorsey, not any striking differences. Not really many striking differences. I mean, please sound off in the comment section, sound off in the chat. Let me know if I'm crazy, or let me know if this is the first time that you've actually sat down with the numbers and you're like, damn, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed my pitchfork and attempted to run Ken Dorsey out of town, because the stats really don't suggest anything different. They really, really don't. So please go on ahead. And by the way, guys, say, for example, that you are just joining in. Say that you're new. Please go on ahead and introduce yourself right in the live chat. We're going to be streaming for about 3 hours, ladies and gents. We are giving you the updates as they come in. Oh, what is this? Best catch of the day by Josh. Oh, it's raining pretty bad out there, man. Ken Dorsey is choosing violence. Gabe lining up behind Josh. What? Cook splits out wide. Gilliam by Josh's hip. Interesting. Gabe lining up behind Josh. Are we looking for like a Deebo Samuel sort of situation? Are we trying to use Gabe as like a Deebo Samuel sort of weapon for this offense? What the hell is going on in that psychopath's head? What the hell is going on in that psychopath's head? Gabe Davis behind Josh out. Dude, I wouldn't be against that. I feel like none of us would be against that. I wonder if a Gabe Davis, Deebo Samuel sort of situation for the Buffalo Bills would make sense. I like that. It was probably just a little bit of fun. It's practice. Let me not overreact here. All right. Let's definitely not overreact here. Guys, once again, make sure that you're smashing that like button. It's free. It takes less than a second, and it helps out my channel tremendously by being introduced to the YouTube algorithm and letting people know. Can confirm that Josh Allen is not a witch. QB1 throws footballs in the rain today. Video evidence. Let's see. Talk to me. Solid connection to Diggs. He's waving. He's good. He's on one. Another connection to Diggs. Show me Kincaid. That's what the people want, baby. That's what the people want. That is what the people want, baby. Shakir? Hey, man, apparently he ended up having a wild. Stephon Diggs once again. Show us Kincaid, baby. That's what we want. We want to see Dalton Kincaid. And for the love of God, bro, be careful. Be careful out there. It's raining. It's slick. Gabe Davis. Looking for a big year out of you, pal. Looking for a big year out of you, pal. But for the love of God, right? Don't get injured. It's raining. I really hope that they don't overextend themselves today, because the last thing I want to see is me overreact on this stream of somebody tweaking something, and then I'm going to sit here pacing back and forth for the next couple of hours, knowing that perhaps one of our very integral parts of this offense or defense is up in the air as far as questions, which is absolutely wild. DF Forever is saying, Dan, Diggs said if he was not on this team, Davis would be number one. I feel like he's going on ahead and he's hyping up his boy, right? And so I feel like he's hyping up his boy. I mean, honestly, when it comes to the depth chart, he's not necessarily wrong, right? He's not necessarily wrong. He would be. Buy stocks, man. Listen, he is going into the game. He's talking about, listen, I would love for a Gabe Davis. Would love for an absolute Gabe Davis, Deebo Samuel situation going into it. DF Forever saying that Diggs made it very clear that Davis is a number one receiver. Jason Phillips, our resident Broncos fan who lives in Rochester, is saying that putting Gabe Davis in the same breath as Deebo Samuel should be criminal. Jason, come on, bro. Let me dream, man. Let me have some fun, okay? It's training camp. This is time to fantasize. about what could be for the Buffalo Bills. Is Gabe quick enough for that, though? I know that Khalil Shakir had a far few rush attempts, though, so that he could be an option. Something I'm excited about and something that I did see from the reports yesterday is that they were utilizing Hardy as a gadget player. And that is so wild because he is so fast. Think about back in the day when Dable would run those jet sweeps with Isaiah McKenzie. Imagine how effective those are going to be with a guy like Hardy with that speed. That is something I'm excited about. Go Bills all the way from Indiana. Sports Dom, what's up, man? Welcome to the channel, bro. Welcome to the channel. How long have you been a part of this channel, man? Super curious to hear how you found me. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family. And guys, say that you haven't already. Make sure you join that Discord. The chat never stops in the Discord. Have a lot of fun things going on in there. Just like the concept of position, less guys to create matchup issues. Love that. Gosh, they look so good. Let's go Bills. Over under by week 5, Gabe sprains or injures his ankle. Spin. I definitely don't want to wish that evil. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I'm hoping that we have a full bill of health for the Buffalo Bills coming up in this season, man. Basically how it works. Leah is saying that I want to see Poyer. I saw a couple of videos of him walking into the facility, walking onto the field, but I haven't seen anything thus far. Hyde White needs to be back to form. I mean, Hyde literally was able to play that following game in the AFC Championship if we were to advance. So I'm sure he probably had even extra time to really heal and make sure that he's back into it. I hope Hyde's ready to go. I want to see Dalton Kincaid. You and me both, homie. You and me both. They use Gabe as the push for a QB sneak if they put Kincaid as a bigger body in there. 4th and 1 is a lock. I used to love that Gabe Davis push. Gotta troll sometimes, but I'll let you dream. Yeah, man, most definitely. Don't let it go. Gabe needs to have a monster year. I 1,000% agree with you, man. Diggs will have 15 touchdowns this year. 4 on Ramsey. You heard it. 4 on Ramsey we're already talking about. I've been talking about that. And so I've been a part of the channel for a few years. Love the content. Yo, man, listen, I appreciate that. All the way from Indiana. Bills Mafia, always showing out. Okay, we got Greg with his thread. Great threads, by the way. Always appreciate what he has going on. Motion has been prevalent on the first 2 days, but the pre-snap trades are shifting, and shifting has been fire. Solid. Look at that. Look at that formation right there. I just hate how Twitter does that. Oh, X. Excuse me. It's X now, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even realize that. Some of these formations are creative as hell, man. I feel like Dorsey had this up his sleeve the entire time. He had it up his sleeve the entire time, but now I think he just has the personnel to make it happen. That's essentially what I'm looking at. Team drills in our 2nd round pick, Osiris Torrance, is in at right guard between Morse and Spencer Brown on the first team. That is perfect. Tell me what you are seeing from Osiris Torrance. Tell me what you are seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait to hear the report on how he did. Benford in again with first team D, more 12 personnel, Knox and Kincaid. Baby, we've been looking for that. We've been looking for that 12 personnel. We've been fantasizing about it all offseason, but then here we are. This team with Khalil Shakir on for Gabe and the starting offense. Tons of pre-snap motion again and ran a nice draw to James Cook off to the left. Oh my God, you can't tell me, bro. Oh, man, dude. Let me relax right here. We got Dawson Knox, Kincaid. Is that Hardy? I think that's Hardy off to oh, no, dude. Get away. So Elam and Dane with the second team, and Matt Barkley is in this time. Bills working 3rd down plays. James Cook off to the right. Or Josh Allen's left. I will not overreact to one practice. He's a stud, bro. Hold on. Dalton Kincaid. Oh, fuck off, bro. You're getting me too excited. Oh, no. I think this was yesterday. Last one. Get us excited. Dalton Kincaid. Well, I mean, pretty routine, I would say. But you know what? As long as I'm seeing him catch passes from Josh Allen, things are going to be solid. Things are going to be solid. Hardy is a gadget guy, guys. With Dotson is going to be our starter. Elam needs to step up, and Benford on that ass. It's going to be interesting about Dotson, man. I'm not entirely sure that that's going to be the dude. Might be AJ Klein. Might be, but that's what training camp's all about, man. That's what training camp's all about. Yep. My friend and I called the position the pusher. Hey, listen, whatever works. Tim, what's going on, man? How you doing? And so I had your back last night. Love how on fire you were last night. Tim, listen, man, listen. Like, I think I'm getting sick of like people saying, Dan, like you like don't really like troll TD or everybody else. But you know what? I said, you know what? Like, forget about it. If you can't beat them, fight fire with fire. So yes, last night I was upping the level of obnoxiousness on the AFC East roundtable. I absolutely had to, man. Listen, I had some Bills fans coming after me in the live chat. I spared nobody. If people tried putting in slander, oh my God, forget about it. Guys, last night, like you saw an evolution of Dan Mitchell on the AFC East roundtable. So say that you didn't see it, man, go watch that replay later on today. I feel like you guys would be proud of me. New York City shout out. Joseph, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Hope all is well, my friend. Are you going to Bills Jets, by the way? And so you going to Bills Jets? If that's the case, let me know. By the way, is anybody live chat, please sound off. Is anybody going to week 1, Monday Night Football in New York City? If anybody's going, let me know, because me and the AFC's Roundtable are throwing a special event. So we're providing tickets to the game where you get to sit with myself, TD, Richie Tyson, and I think 50 people so far. Then that also includes an open bar tailgate, food that's included, and we're doing a live stream show. It's going to be professionally produced. You will have an opportunity of being on the video that's going to be released afterwards as well, and just a great opportunity to meet us and the boys. It's going to be a great time. I know that Z-Bot's coming as well, so he's going to be making an appearance. He might be able to actually come on the show a little bit and actually give his take on the game. So please, if you guys are coming, let me know, because we have like 4 tickets left for full package. And then at the same time, we also have the tailgate party exclusively. It's going to be in the parking lot of MetLife. It's going to be our entire squad. Right now we have I think 56 tickets sold. There's 4 left for the full package, but we are going to be selling tickets for our tailgate party for week 1. So if anybody is going to be at week 1, and if you guys want to, at the very least, have a dope-ass tailgate to go to, meet me and the guys from the AFC East Roundtable, please let me know, and then I can go ahead and actually just put the link in there, because we only have 4 regular full package tickets left. That's all we have. That includes the game, that includes the tailgate party, that includes a front row seat right to the game, open bar, full spread of food. You're not going to be upset about it. You're definitely not going to be upset about the entire situation. So Dan keeps undercutting Hardy and saying he's a Pro Bowl returner instead of an All-Pro returner in the AFC East Roundtable. My friend, All-Pro, baby. All-Pro. You're right. Spin, I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know. Dan Mitchell, Dan and I had a one-on-one last week about this AFC East Roundtable. Dan, thank you for listening. You need to be on fire in that channel. You shut up, TD, and you were on fire. Listen, man, an evolution of Dan Mitchell. It really, really is, man. I think that I found my secret sauce. And you know what I think it is? This is the deal. I've been sober for 3 weeks. I haven't drank because I'm trying to really make sure that my body is ready for football season, because all I do is just chow down on wings, pizza, and I drink Labatt's. So I feel I was you know what? I just need to not drink for a while, but I'm so clear-headed. And I'm sitting there absolutely just crushing fools this year. So that Dan Mitchell has evolved. And he will continue. And I absolutely love it. Pez Buff. And so I had to work last night. I couldn't catch the roundtable, unfortunately, but we'll catch the rerun. Dan, you're doing a great job, bro. Pez Buff, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. Spears Bills Talk. Is Josh Allen's arm 100% fully fixed? From what I understand, he says it is, but in in retrospect, he said the same thing last year as well. I can't go, unfortunately. If goes as planned, I will be at Bills versus Dolphins game at Buffalo. That's a home game I am looking to attend as well. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Mike Green, listen, bro. And so I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if you watched it, but bro, like you wouldn't even recognize me last night. I was going in. I was going in, bro. I think that's what it is. Sober Dan just fucking kills it, baby. Murders it. That's what it is. Listen, if I'm more entertaining by just like taking a break from like the booze, fuck it. That's what I'm doing, baby. Listen, this is my career now. I have things to look out for. Kincaid is a beast. Volcano, I know, baby. I know. DF Forever is saying yes. Should I draft Kincaid in fantasy if he's there in the 6th or 7th or sooner, later? Jeff Rowe, 110%. 110%, man. Most mock drafts are having him go at around the 6th, but it depends, right? Say, for example, you're in a fantasy football league with a bunch of Bills fans. You have to account for that because he's going to be gone earlier than that, right? Say, for example, that you're in a fantasy football league that with not a lot of like Bills fans, then yeah, you could probably wait until the 7th. But if half of your league is all Bills fans, I'd grab him in like the 4th or the 5th because he's going to be gone. No, don't get to watch it live now since I have other commitments. That's completely fine, man. That rerun is definitely interesting. And so the best part of the Jets fans sounding off. Oh my God, you told him off. Draft him. Yeah, dude. I did get a little mean to that guy last night, but you know what? Don't mess with me, bro. Don't mess with my team. Don't talk about my team like that. Rain has stopped at Fisher now, but a rough day for the fans. Oh, dude. These poor guys, man. Yo, look at this. Yo, look at my boys over here. True fans getting soaked just for an up-close and personal look at Josh Allen and the boys and his merry band. Look at that, baby. I love that. Bates at right guard to start team drills. Josh Reed, we already had that. Oh, where's my list? There it is. There's more pre-snap motions. Knox and Kincaid start with an empty backfield. Oh. Then Knox shifts into the backfield next to Allen, and they give an inside draw run with Dawson Knox. What is going on in Dorsey's head? What the hell is going on in that man's head right now? Are you wild? Pick 6 by Jordan Poyer, and he takes one to the house. That boy is back. Hey, listen, who is looking for some Jordan Poyer news? Here we go, baby. Pick 6, takes it to the house. Was Josh Allen out there, or was it the second team? We don't even know. Knox took a handoff from Allen. Poe with the pick. Josh tried fitting the ball in the honey hole after doing it on the prior play. Poe wasn't having it. Oh, so Josh tried to disrespect the man and pull the same play back to back to back to back. Listen, baby, Poe's back, dog. And like I said, it's interesting. Mark's coming in. Dan and chat. We were talking football, positional battles, formations, personnel groupings, and on the Dolphins YouTube, they're talking about Tua's tattoo. No wonder they can't win. Dude, it's funny. It's funny how they are, man. They're blowing up the whole tattoo, like the whole meme game. Like, oh my God, dude. Like Tua's sleeve, game over for the rest of the NFL. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. They were doing the same shit when he showed up with a damn facial hair a couple of years back. What happened? Nothing. Still can't get past his first read. Poe is back. I love it. James Alexander Perks. I like how maniacal Dorsey is with these formations. I mean, James, what I'm looking at right now is that I have seen a variety of very unique formations. I mean, we're seeing that 12-man formation, which we wanted. We want to see Dawson Knox. We want to see Dalton Kincaid out in the field together. There's a damn handoff to Dawson Knox, a damn handoff to Gabe Davis in the backfield. What the hell is going on with this guy? Give me the craziest offense I've ever seen in my entire life. Give me a crazy scientist Ken Dorsey this year. He's reading all those tweets that a lot of Bills Mafia puts out there. I've showed you the stats. I've showed you the stats between Dable and Dorsey. There's really not a large difference. There is not a considerable difference in literally anything. Literally anything. The largest difference is in red zone efficiency, and we're talking a 6% differential. like I said, in 2021, we were spoiled by having the number one ranked red zone offense in the entire league. So that was the one thing that I think really ended up coming down to it. So absolutely wild. Spears Bills talk. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped for this year. You and I both, bro. You and I absolutely both. Dan Mitchell, that is all pro po. It really is, baby. Keep on showing me the situation. Ryan, what up? So I get any mail?
Didn't get to check the mail there. Just putting it in.
Yeah, no issue, man. No issue. Yeah. Let me know if I get anything. Sorry, I'm late as hell. Elliot, no, dude. It's cool. It's cool, man. Listen, I said that I was having a 3-hour stream. I started at 10. I'm probably going to be doing this, I think, for the rest of training camp for every single day. I'm just going to be doing 3-hour streams from the time that practice starts so we can get all of these updates together because I know all of us want to see them. Elliot, what's good? Joel, what's up, Dan? Listen, man, living the dream, brother. Living the dream. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Guys, if you are just getting in, say that you're new. Don't be shy. Please introduce yourself in the live chat. We're building a community out here, Bills Mafia, NFL fans alike. So definitely go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm always interested to hear how fully extended Bills Mafia is. So if you're in Buffalo or you're in Nebraska or you're in London, like several of my friends that come in here on a regular basis, Germany, Australia is in here as well. We have a wide variety of worldwide Bills Mafia fans coming on in here and hanging out with me as we look at the updates, which is going on. James Cook over 1,000 yards from scrimmage candidate this year. Oh, man, listen, dude. So we were just talking about that. I don't think that James Cook is built for that. I really don't. I mean, really, even back at UGA, he was your pass catching back. Say, for example, he were to show up to camp like with 20, 30 pounds of muscle, then yeah, I think that I probably would have had that thought, but I just don't think that we're going to be utilizing him a lot as like your traditional running back. That's going to be more of a Damian Harris sort of situation running between the tackles. Damn, next thing Cyrus will be running the damn block. Who even knows, man? I'm just absolutely blown away from some of the formations that we're seeing right here. Rousseau is chasing Josh Allen from the pocket again. Rousseau, you got to love that. Josh gives Knox a chance on the sideline, and he makes a fantastic toe tap catch. Might be the catch of the day. Allen scrambles to the 8 and tosses one to Knox for a toe tapping catch over Hyde. I love that. But then again, I'm conflicted. Should I be thrilled with Josh Allen or should I be upset with Micah Hyde? Right? Ride with the Kincaid wave. Dude is for real. Big play on an over route. He's smooth. Injected in my veins. I've been telling y'all, listen, this is the best roster we've had since the Josh Allen era. This is the best roster we have right now. You cannot convince me otherwise. Greg Rousseau stunts inside for probably sack of Josh. He was very good on that play last year. Josh Allen on the right, run right to a wide open Kincaid. Big cheer. Bills are hoping for a ton of that. Run right to a wide open Kincaid. Kincaid beats Rapp for a 40-yard gain. Nice pass rush for Clint, lining up with the third team. Darrington Evans splits out wide. Team drills, and our second-round pick, Osiris Torrance, is the right guard. Okay, listen, this is oh my God, this is everything I think I wanted to hear. This is absolutely everything I think I've wanted to hear from when it comes into. Michael is saying, Deshaun is rocking it today. I've been wanting to see some videos, man. And so I've been wanting to see some videos. I made a TikTok today about Calvin Ridley. And so about like how he's been balling out in training camp. And I want to make one about Deshaun Watson. So I can just like tell people that if you think that he's done playing football, you're sorely mistaken. It's clearly opposite day. The receivers are rushing and the running backs are catching. Good luck, league. That's what I'm talking about, man. Listen, go out there and just confuse people. We have the personnel to do it. We have the quarterback to do it. And so offensive line, they're still up for debate at this point. So 1 to 3rd team has been getting beat bad at right tackle and right guard. Guys, that's probably the first bad news that I've seen. 1st through 3rd teams have been getting beat bad by the right side of the offensive line. And you know what? I really hope that one dude that was in the AFC's roundtable last night that was trying to tell me that, oh, dude, we got McGovern now, bro. That right side's going to be fine, dude. Spencer Brown will be okay. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Our offensive line still isn't an issue. We addressed it. Look at that, fool. First through third team has been getting beat bad at right tackle and right guard. It's been an issue for a while. First practice. Let's not overreact. But we will see. Damon, what up, man? Hope all is well, dude. Hope all is well. Brandon, it's onto his other arm. It's going to be a Bills player with 58 standing over his prone body with the caption, Samoan, please don't hurt me again. Oh, my God. I love it. You're making me want to put my Josh Allen jersey on. You have to, baby. You have to. Dorsey is a loose unit. Dan is creaming his pants. Oh, bro, I've done it 3 times already. What are you talking about? Puna for QB reps. That's what we're going to be seeing? Holy shit. Loudest crowd reactions on day 1-1. 1 was DeMar Hamlin. 2 was Josh Allen. 3 was Jordan Poyer. And 4 was Dalton Kincaid. Oh, shit. My bad, Josh. McGovern is a left guard. Yeah, you're right. Look at me being all like fucking confident and talking my shit. But you know what I do, Josh? I typically, when I misspeak, I own it. I'm like, you're right, dude. You're right. I never back down. Mason J is coming in saying, Dan, are you going to any camp days? I am not, unfortunately, man. I currently reside in South Carolina. I was planning on going to camp this year, but I did have a plan in its place planned. It just didn't end up working out. So hence why I was not on that one trip. And then I'm also not going to camp, but I will be there week 1, baby. It's an O-line will always be my main worry, regardless of how much we tweak it year on year. Give me a stud right tackle first round. I don't think Spencer Brown is it, unfortunately. Solid run blocker, not so much in pass protection. But when you have a team, and so do we. So when we have a team, right, that passes all the time, pass pro is so important. It is wildly important. Mark's coming in saying, Dan, do we have any reports on how Brandon Shell is doing? I haven't seen anything specifically. I'm checking out this list. If anybody knows anything about how Shell is doing, let us know here, because I am definitely ready to go with that. Greg Rousseau will have double-digit sacks this year and be a top 3 run defender. We're going to have to pay the man when he comes. I agree. Yeah. But that right side of the offensive line is rough. Right side of the offensive line is pretty tough right there, guys. That was a huge issue for us last year. And then we shall see. If a few moments later, Josh Allen rolled out. We already saw that. Talk to me. Dalton Kincaid tweet with eyeballs. Yes, good, very good. More pre-snap motion. We have Knox and Kincaid start with an empty backfield. Then Knox shifts into the backfield next to Allen. And they give an inside draw run with Dawson. Oh, my God. What is going on, baby? What is this? And so it wasn't about get me the damn ball, Ryan. Bills, Stephon Diggs said himself that he has been north of 100 targets the last 3 seasons, and that's not the issue. It's about having the right players and coaches and not being able to win a Super Bowl. Diggs said that he has more football behind him than in front of him, and having open communication is what matters. He also said he wants to retire a Bill. The story is over. Time to move on. Don't tell me these fucking fools are still talking about it, man. This was 16 minutes ago.
He had over 100 yards against Miami. You look at the last game, he had 10 attempts, right? They tried to get the ball to him 10 times. He only catches 4 for 35 yards. Bro, and Harry, you've been in locker rooms, and I love that Stephen A gives us this space so we can talk about what happens in the locker room. I have seen players fist fight, hard down, throw hands in the locker room, and that not last the entire offseason until minicamp.
Right.
I have seen dudes talk to somebody's ex-girlfriend, bring her back around the team, and those people be cooler than Stephon Diggs was when minicamp started. What I'm saying is this. If this is about the fact that Jon Snow, that's what I call Joe Burrow when he went into Buffalo and won this game, that Jon Snow came in and won the Battle of the Bastards in Buffalo. If you still mad about that at the start of minicamp, then something's wrong. And I can't say I know for sure there is more going on between Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. But the other thing Stephon Diggs didn't mention about family is Stephen A. If me and you got a problem, I got your phone number.
That's right.
You got my phone number, right?
He's
And
still
what's
trying
going
to
to
make
happen
this
is,
fucking
if
thing.
me and you have a problem on this show, or if there's something else going on, you're going to call me. I'm going to call you.
Still trying
And
to
we're
make
going to
this
have the
fucking thing.
conversation.
Yeah.
And when we have the conversation, we are never talking about it publicly again.
Right.
Because we know how the media works. We know how players work. Just because you ask me, I ain't got to tell you. And now we got Josh Allen, one of the
First off, I do want to shout out. I think this is my buddy from high school back in the day. Corey, I'm pretty sure that's you, bro. Hope all is well, man. I love it. I love it. But literally every single quarterback contract from here on out, like Burrow is probably going to become the highest paid quarterback on this next contract. It's about to be everything. I like it. And with Brandon Beane, he's a magician as far as moving things around with the cap space this year. This is the first year where Josh Allen's actually getting like the bag. This is the first time it hits.
The best quarterbacks in the entire NFL having to say publicly, I love Stephon Diggs, right? This is the equivalent of getting caught up at your house and having to put out an IG post that you married and you love your wife.
Hope all is well.
That's not what happens in professional football.
That's right.
You ain't got to do that.
No.
So if we're going to sit around and just say, this is because Stephon Diggs ain't getting the football. And if it's about getting the football, I think it's okay. The problem is, I don't think it's about getting the football. I don't know what the hell it's about. But I know
this dude wants the Stephon Diggs thing to not be over. You can tell, right? Like Stephen A woke up this morning. He goes, hey, guys, we need like another 15-minute segment. Let's just talk about Stephon Diggs and how we don't believe him, although that he gave the most intellectual, concise statement denying all of these rumors. Let's still question it for 15 minutes.
that Sean McDermott is not going to have to give a press conference in minicamp looking like he looked after we watched DeMar Hamlin die on the field about
Shut up, dude. I hate
Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen if it's about getting the ball.
Right.
So I don't know if it's over. I don't know what it's about, but it was a whole lot to do in the offseason during minicamp. If this is simply about, I was wide open on third down.
Yeah. Relax, dude. Relax, man. Listen, honestly, it's over, bro. It's over. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Move on, brother. Move on. It's not that deep. It's over with. It's over with. Concise answer. He addressed everything. Make it happen. Ball bounces off Shakir's hands. Bernard is right behind him to pick it off. Allen with the throw. Our boy Allen's stacking up those INTs today, baby. Shakir, get them hands straight. Get them hands straight. Is Corey still in Myrtle Beach? If so, not too far away from you. This is old. Was it old? I thought that I saw it there for a little bit. Let me see what else we got. Milky, what's going on? Hey, Dad, I'm sorry I'm late. I was asleep with Coco. How was your date last night, Milky? How was your date? How was your Mexican food? I would kill for an ACP right now, boys. I would kill for an ACP. Nicholas, peace filler, Dan. That's all. Listen, man, they needed like a 15-minute segment that needed to be, thrown on in. And that's what we're talking about. Clowns, I know. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Nicholas is coming in saying, love seeing people trying to justify their existence. Nick is tuning in from Australia, by the way, late as hell. And so I know it's probably about like midnight or 1 a.m. for the homie. But here we are. And the Jets won't be any happier when they still fail with Rodgers. I think the 2023 Jets equal the 2022 Denver Broncos. Does he not know that a cheaper contract for your quarterback is better for the team? Carolina Forest. Nice, man. Let me know. I'm in Little River, as a matter of fact, so not too far away. Hit me up if you ever want to grab a beer. Mike Green. And so the Jets won't be any happier when they still fail with Rodgers. Ryan Jett. Wish for the best of health for both of our squads so we can win fair and square. Ryan, remind me, are you a Jets guy or are you a Miami Dolphins guy? Remind me. Or curveball, are you a Patriots guy? Everyone's talking about Diggs, but no one is talking about how Chris Jones isn't showing up to camp. He's not, man. He wants that contract. Dan, now I see why ESPN is laying off people. Nobody is watching this garbage anymore, and it's not off-season anymore, you moron. More firings are coming. Man, I'm still absolutely surprised. That some of these guys still have jobs. You know what I mean? But, I mean, we'll see what's going on. You know what I mean? The traditional media is about over, right? I think the traditional media is about over at this point. Let me see what's going on. No, it's not old. It's today's news. Spears is saying, should I be upset with Josh or happy with the defense? It's a great question. It is a conflict all of us are going through right now. I know it's just day 2 of training camp. This is from Dan Feets. Let's see what he has to say. But Josh Allen throwing to Stephon Diggs has been unreal so far. Every throw to number 14 has been an automatic completion. Diggs has been by far and away the best player at camp. Don't you just love that? That also adds to the fact that what Ryan from ESPN just ended up saying means absolutely fucking nothing. What I need to see is some videos. Gorgeous seam TD from Josh to Dawson Knox. Listen, man, offense is cooking. Lorenzo Alexander is on today. We already saw that. We're out here. What is some of the other stuff we have? A perfect ball to Khalil Shakir. Right off the hands into Terrell Bernard's waiting arms for an interception. Can't have that. Already have this Dalton Kincaid tweet. Man, this is just beautiful. I'm loving every single second of how this is playing out. Mainstream media is all about finding different hot takes and takes that will stir up controversy for clicks and ratings. Sports journalism went to hell, and it isn't about the game anymore. That's why I think this is the rise of the independent content creators, man. It's slowly starting to take over. I think they're getting nervous, and we'll see. Why is everyone talking about Diggs, but no one talks about Chris Jones not showing? I already read that. Dude, shit. I obviously need some more coffee. Thoughts on Herbert's contract? I think statistically he's there. And so I think statistically he is there. He's a good quarterback. He definitely hasn't been given the best of hands at all. Because his team is always in body bags. Half of his team is always on the IR by week 3, week 4. So not even necessarily where guys, say for example, if you're just joining in, you are new here, please feel free to introduce yourself right into the live chat. We're building a community out here. NFL fans, Bills Mafia fans. We have a lot of content planned for this season, guys. Literally, you are going to be seeing a hell of a lot of Dan Mitchell right up until February. A lot of live streams, some pre-recorded stuff, collaborations, live game reactions. I have a really cool live stream setup that's going to be happening on this thing for your visual enjoyment. So make it happen. Make sure that you have a nice little introduction into the live chat if you are new here. Subscribe to this channel, baby. All right. Worst case scenario, this is some Bills news. If you are ever hankering for something outside of ESPN, Fox Sports, always want to hear exactly what you guys have to say, what you're thinking, how you do it. Dan, did you see me at the roundtable last night? I saw you in there, Milk. Dan Feets is one of the trio at Buffalo Plus YouTube. I watch them often. They're good. And so I really like Buffalo Plus. They do a great job over there. Thank you. Yes, move on. Who's covering Diggs? Tre'Davious. Great question. That information hasn't been leaked as of yet. I want to see it, though. Dom is saying that they make no mention about how Diggs loves Josh and wants to be better for him or taking accountability of his share of what happened during these games. It's reporting, man. It's reporting. From what I've already seen, I love where the mindset is. Changes is saying Herbert is a bum. What do you know, baby? All right, let me refresh this. Where are the damn tweets? Here you go. James Cook is looking to have a big impact on the Bills' offense this year. Offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey had some thoughts on that today. He just continues to grow and grow. I'm really excited about the experience he picked up last year. Here, I'll go ahead and I'll actually read it up. And so he picked up last year, and kind of just the way we evolved into a more of a two-man approach last year between him and Devin, and just the growth you saw because of that. I think we're really excited about him and what he can do and the versatility that he has and the ability to have a guy with that type of versatility that's an every down back. I think it is very helpful. I think this is an absolute smokescreen. He is quite simply not an every down back. He's not built like an every down back. We are going to see a lot of James Cook. I'm probably staying away from Bills running backs in fantasy football this year. I'm not going to lie to you, because I think it's going to be heavily into a running back by committee. So love James Cook. He's going to be great. Just give me some pass game involvement for the guy, and then you will see Dan Mitchell being a very, very happy guy. So our boy Groot added some good, healthy weight. Rousseau looking thicker for his third season. Oh, yeah, he's definitely accumulated a couple of extra C's there, ladies and gents. He has accumulated quite a few C's. Look at that, dude. Him and Ed over there just laughing. Listen, man, wreak havoc this year, boys. Wreak havoc. Rousseau, show me that you could be the guy when Vaughn eventually wants to retire. That's what I'm seeing. Greg, once again, coming in with these updates. You got to love it. Nice toss pitch to the newest Buffalo Bill, Darrington Evans. Went for a nice chunk. Looking at RB4 so far. Looking at RB4, man. I absolutely love it. Let me go ahead. Let me hit this chat real fast. Ladies and gents, please hit that like button on your way in. It's free. It takes less than a second, and it helps my content out tremendously by pushing it out into the YouTube algorithm for anybody that might want to be getting up-to-date updates on the Buffalo Bills. So do me a favor, hit that like button on your way in, or say, for example, you've just been watching for a while and you forgot. Go ahead and knock that out, baby. Helps me out tremendously. I'm seeing 71, 72. I just liked my own stream. I know, how sad. But go on ahead, hit that like button for me. Helps me out tremendously. And let's just keep this conversation going, baby. We have a lot of very exciting things to talk about. From what I've already seen, I love where this is. So TD was in, I was talking shit. That's great. That's nothing. And by the way, guys, once again as well, please, this conversation never stops. It never stops in my Discord channel. I'm trying to grow this tremendously because I have a lot of really cool stuff planned with it. That Discord link is at the top of the live chat. Join. It's completely free. It's completely free. Really great way to go on ahead and start meeting some other like-minded Bills fans. 101 people in here. Listen, if you are new, ladies and gents, if you are new right to this channel, please introduce yourself in the live chat. We're building a community here. Bills Mafia and NFL fans, really big. We have a lot of very fun things planned for this season, So knock it out. Make it work. Groot's getting bigger almost sounds like an oxymoron. AJ Epinesa is due for a breakout year. 8 sacks, 9. I think so. I think so, baby. I think so. Milky, I think you should apologize for what you said in the trash talk thread yesterday. That was not, oh, man. Remember, this is still no pads. It is still not pads. You're right, Troy. You're right, man. Holy hell. No, I'm not even excited, bro. Jet Hamlin is a backup who got thrust into the starting role while Hyde went down. MB41, bro. We squashing our beef, dog? So we squashing our beef, homie? Noticing some creativity between the offense and the defense, 1,000%, man. When I hear that, like, literally Knox took a damn handoff, what am I doing? But yo, MB41, we squashing our beef, homie? Yo, bro, we squashing our beef? You let me know. Jeff Rowe, he's talking in. Can't wait for those McDermott blitz packages. That's what I want to see. I want to see some reports on all of that. Nicholas is saying 1:30 a.m. and time to go get some Z's. Once again, Dan and Bills Mafia, lots of love from Oz. Chat tomorrow. My boy, dude. Have a good night. Jordan Smith, after practice, we're going to get some bocce wings and pizza. Jordan Smith, bro, do me a favor. Did you call them? Did you order? Tell the cashier. Just be like, hey, one of my favorite YouTubers, he promotes you guys all the time. And he said, code Dan online gets me 10% off. Say that for me. Let me know how it works out. I'm not even sure if it works in person. It is exclusively just online orders. But see if it works for you, Jordan. Just be like, hey, this YouTuber that promotes you guys, Dan Mitchell on the Buffalo Bills, he said code Dan gets me 10% off. It's for online orders, but I wanted to see if it would work in person. Bocce Club Pizza. MB41, it's all good, Dan. Listen, man, all love, bro. All love. Like, you didn't really piss me off last night. It was more Sal that pissed me off. You know what I mean? But hey, you know what? We're passionate fans, baby. We're passionate fans. We love our team. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a very masculine energy is football, right? Like, Until you test the man, like you're going to get the heat, right? And that goes both ways. But hey, man, listen, all love. By the way, MB41, is that your initials or are you from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? Very interested. And so I want 5 turnovers this year. 5 turnovers from Josh Allen. I'm fine with 5 turnovers. That's good. Still with you, broski. You're really cooking. Thank you, bro. And so you know I'm in the kitchen. Like, comment, share, subscribe. My boy, Tim. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Like this stream, ladies and gents. I'm looking at the overall situation. 77 likes have been smashed. Go on ahead and hit that if you haven't already. Helps me out tremendously. Dan, Richie was mad yesterday. All of us were mad, bro. That entire AFC's roundtable last night was just a combination of toxic masculinity, and I love it. It's the environment that I want to thrive in. Let me see. Okay. All right. So camp has seemed to wrap for the most part. So what we're going to be looking for, guys, is hopefully we're going to start seeing some player interviews because that's what I want to react to. That is number 1. Some takeaways from day 2 at camp. Diggs has been the best player on the field. Gotta love that. So not only did he actually go out there and completely alleviate any concern anybody from Bills Mafia could potentially have, he's been the best player from a performance standpoint, and I'm fine with that. Poyer had a sick interception. Let's talk about this. Some big plays for offense, but some sloppy mistakes and turnovers. But I also don't buy too much into that during camp because I think you want to see what risks you can take. Kincaid stock is skyrocketing. Don't sleep on Christian Benford. He's the favorite as of now to win that CB2 spot, ladies and gents. That's it for training camp day 2. And then we ended up seeing a nice toss pitch to newest Buffalo Bills, Darrington Evans. That's what we got right there. Guys, this is, okay, Sean McDermott signing autographs for the kids. Oh, yeah. Sorry for anybody wearing headphones right there. Oh, how sweet. Look at that, dude. That's the next generation of Bills Mafia right then and there, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we are sitting in... Oh, Tim. So are you talking about going to the full event? So the full game, the package, everything like that? What's up, bro?
Chilling, bro.
What's going on, bro?
Grabbing some shorts.
Talk to me, bro.
What's good, brother?
So if you guys don't know who this guy is, this guy right here, like he was known for years on my stream during my live game reaction to chug beers, to shotgun beers. So every time the Bills scored a touchdown, like we made him chug beers, or the chat did at least. So he's a supporting cast member.
Yeah, help win some games, huh?
On the Bills Mafia. What are you doing, bro? You working out?
Yeah.
Squats?
Yeah.
I love that, dude.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely love that. Tim, do you follow me on Twitter? If you follow me on Twitter, let me know because I will send you the direct link so you can buy. How many are you looking for? Are you just looking for one or are you buying a couple? Because I'm pretty sure we have 4 left. So let me know. Just send me over to DM on Twitter or Instagram, one of the two, and then I'll, sort of carve up a nice little link for you, and then we can work that out. Say that it's the full package or the tailgate piece. We'll see what's going on with that. Talk to me. What's going on, baby? Give me, some quick day 2 photos here. Let's go ahead and knock this out because I don't want to miss any player press conferences. Gorgeous crosser from Josh Dalton Kincaid for a 50-plus yard gain. That guy's smooth right over there. What distinguishes your content from hundreds of others creating content on the same topic daily? What's this guy got to say? Hopefully many ways, but one that immediately comes to mind, production details. Interesting, baby. Honestly, me personally, I just think it's personality, dog. And so I just like hanging out with you guys. It's like I'm basically just talking to, some, and some of my 81 friends right now. We're just talking about football. Absolutely love it. Tim is saying, looking for the 4. No better double date than that. Dude, yeah. Hit me up on, so just hit me up on Twitter and then I will send you the direct link. That's good. So like that officially means that the full package is sold out. Bang, bang. Hold on. Let me text Richie and make sure that there is 4. I'm pretty sure there is 4. Let me see. What? I'm down. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Josh Arnold, and let me go on ahead and knock this back out so we can get back into it. We were sitting here just looking at a lot of pictures right here. Oh, look at our boy. Look at that young man. Oh, look at that. RBs. Come on, bro. Talk to me about this. What else we got? Okay, nothing else. Let's get back to the chat here. Let's talk a little bit when it comes into it. Looking for the 4, dude. I'm excited about that, man. I'm super excited to meet you. Should be a really good time. Are you in New York City? Are you in the area in general, or what's your story there? I mean, I'm interested. Josh Arnold, he's coming in. He's saying that the national media isn't buying the Diggs interview, and it's getting me pissed. Honestly, man, they're just trying to hang on for dear life that something is going to happen. Guys, let me know if I miss anything. I'm looking for the Buffalo Bills to actually start doing an interview and stream something. That would be ideal. First off, let me make sure the Buffalo Bills are on this list. It's probably the most important. They are. Beautiful. So if the Bills come in and if they start streaming any interview, we are going to live react to that, baby. That's how it works. Training camp or hiking through the desert. Oh, that was water. For a second, I thought homegirl Bree was ripping a Vaporooski. No issue there. I wouldn't be upset. Listen, who am I to judge? I mean, we all have our vices. You know what I mean? Molly, what's up, man? What's up, Molly? I'm sorry. I did not mean to call you man. Hey, Dan, my name is Molly. I'm here. Go Dolphins. I live with Milky in Miami. We're in Houston, Texas. What is going on? Listen, man, the whole friend group is coming in, introducing themselves into the chat. Dan, Richie in Master at Work was mad. Spin. You are going to be having an AFC's Roundtable signs to promote your YouTube during the game. We are actually doing a live show at the game, so I think that's probably one of the best. Well, and so a live show during the tailgate by itself. So I think that that's going to be an absolute great thing for our channel. Things are going to be solid. He's saying, what is your Twitter link? My friend lives in the city. I live near Syracuse. He's a Jets guy. Tim, dude, as long as I have more Bills fans there, things are going to be great. So my Twitter is at @RealDanMitchell. So just go on ahead, just follow me and then send me over to DM, and then I will create a custom link for you. And then boom, I think we're officially sold out after that. I just got to text Richie real fast to make sure we have 4. I think we'll be all right. 4 tickets about to be sold. Let me tell Richie. He's going to cream himself. 4 tickets about to be sold from Bills fans. Perfect. Absolutely. Happy about that, man. Really looking forward to meeting you as well. Really looking forward to meeting you. All right. Nothing yet. Let me make sure I'm not seeing anything in particular. Tim, beautiful. Got that for you. And then I will send you over a link. Let me make this up. Shit. Where's my login information? Here, look here. Let me make sure I'm not okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't putting the AFC's Roundtable's bank account login information. Or streaming the AFC's Roundtable's login information for bank process in there. All right, cool. Tim, I am about to send you a direct link. Payment link. Here you go. We're talking a little business here, ladies and gents. All right. And then, Tim, this whole thing, bro, this is going to be for everything. So this is going to be for your ticket. This is going to be for the tailgate party. This is going to be for absolutely everything. Let me copy it. Now I am going to shoot you a DM. So you got it. There's the homie. Bang, bang. All right, bro. Just sent it over. Just sent it over to your Twitter DM, man. Dude, really looking forward to meeting you, man. It should be an absolutely great time. It really should. All right. Anyway, back to business, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Allen, talk to me. Oh yeah, dude, he's so good with the community.
My friend. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't even be upset about that. You really can't even be upset about that. How good with the community this guy is. What can you even talk about right now? Such a good dude. Chiefs! What's up, man? Chiefs for the Super Bowl. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Yo, man. What is going on? Listen, man, welcome to the channel. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat. Are you new? And so if you're new, where are you tuning in from, bro? How'd you find us? Join the community, man. We're building a huge Bills Mafia community here. Did Dominique just call it the Milkyverse? The Milkyverse. Wow. I love it. The Milkyverse is hysterical. You can put that info on the screen and we can make sure it's okay. Nope. Cam Lewis picked Josh Allen. And so JM, oh, yeah. Milky. I didn't even notice that. Say, for example, you did that. That's, yo, Milk, you're cool, but like, don't, yeah. None of that. And so that goes against the, Discord rules. And so I need moderators, I think, too, for Discord. If anybody's interested in being a moderator on the Discord, let me know. Josh is a good dude. Dominique Cortez is saying Josh signing autographs pisses TD off because Tua would never. Yeah, how? I was just looking who's live. Yo, man, listen, welcome. Yo, dude, welcome to the family, man. Listen, I put out a lot of content about the Buffalo Bills and the NFL. Join the family, baby. Join the family. We're doing nothing but entertainment value over here. And so I guess if I want another Josh Allen signature, I'd have to bring a kid. I think that's it. I can. Yeah. And Austin, I'm probably going to make you a moderator. It's probably pretty solid. So Mike Green was saying that he could probably try and do it as well. Yeah, Milky, you're cool. Listen, like I mean, I'm fine with like sort of trash talk like about teams and stuff like that. But first off, nothing ever personal. And then obviously all of that. Because we definitely don't want it to be like anything personal or anything that like would offend anybody personally. That's like not my goal for the Discord, especially for trash talk. You know what I mean? And so I changed my name to the GOAT. And so I was Chiefs for the Super Bowl. Fine with that. J17 is the best QB in Bills franchise history. I'm happy to alive to see it. It's crazy, right? Like I would definitely put him over Jim Kelly right now. That right there completely blows my mind when it comes into it. Oh, here we go. Gabe Davis, talk to me.
Into the offseason to be this player you're trying to be, and then all of a sudden something like that ends up happening and everything feels great, but that little area and it kind of, again, it really messes with your head and you're trying to play to the level that you know you can play at, but at the end of the day, your body's kind of just not letting you.
Is it just kind of time and rest that you needed for it, and how hard is that when obviously there's
time and rest and recovering and rehab and doing all the things I did in the off season to get it back to
where it was,
what it is now is something I needed, but in the season you don't have time for that, so you try to find the best ways to go make it each Sunday as healthy as possible and work your way through each and every week.
Gabe, you had high expectations going into last season. What do you take away from how last season went, and how do you carry some of the expectations over into this year, or do you?
No, I have expectations for myself and the way I play the game and the way I do things. So, what everybody else says is just how they feel, I guess. But for me, I'm hard on myself. I work hard to do great things, and each and every day I'm out there, I try to separate myself from others.
So knowing you couldn't meet the numbers because you were hampered with your ankle, how do you approach this year? Is it
I feel like I approach it the same way I approach every other year. I feel like it's pretty simple. There is no difference to it. Just trying to stay healthy.
Is it hard to get yourself to not think about the fact that you're going to the contract year, or do you just have to kind of make sure you're doing everything you normally do, like you just said?
Yeah, contract year, like I feel like probably guys, like it does happen where you're in your head and you're like, this is a big year, this and that. But my mom tells me all the time, and I try to think of it as well, as just like, look how far I've come, look where I'm at, look what I'm doing. I'm living my dream. I put that Bills logo on my head every single day. Just be happy that you're being able to do that. I mean, the things I've done in the past 3 years are special. And don't let the money take your happiness away on why you love this game and why you started playing it in the first place. It was never for, to be making millions of dollars. Just because I loved it, and that's my mindset each and every day. I'm telling the guys, just be happy to be out here. That's my mindset. If I get the ball 10 times, if I get the ball 2 times, again, just keep that same mindset. It's a great life that I live. I'm happy where I'm at. So just trying to go take each and every day like that.
Brandon and Sean have been pretty consistent in their support for you. We're obviously asking about the issues surrounding your ankle and everything last year. There was a lot of talk about maybe them going out and getting another target opposite Steph, maybe the need for that. And they have been consistent with, we believe in Gabe Davis, that he's the receiver that he was at the end, in that Kansas City game and that sort of a thing. What has that meant to you? And how does that impact your outlook moving forward?
It means a lot. The bosses are on my side at the end of the day, and they know football best for the Bills. And when you got the guys who run the team and run the organization saying that they're on my side with things and they trust and believe in me, I mean, there's no better feeling to have when you go on the field and know that the guys that are out there with you, don't want to place you. They want to keep you there, and they know the potential and the success you can have.
You mentioned the fact that mentally, like, you're kind of struggling in this last year. What do you think you learned from that experience?
I learned that, I'm not indestructible. I learned that I can't, everyone's going to have a breaking point, and there's going to be times where, life isn't all that good because of the things you're going through. And obviously you try to ignore the noise. That's a big thing that McDermott says, but sometimes that noise can get to you. And I know last year it got to me, no matter how hard I tried to, keep it away. So my biggest thing is separate myself from that completely. And just trying to focus again, like I said, on how good my life really is. And, it is a blessing and a dream of what I'm doing. And don't let anyone else take that away from me. I feel like I let some people take that away, and I have to kind of separate myself from that and learn that, to ignore the noise, as McDermott would say.
What else did you lean on during that time?
Just, friends and family, teammates. And to be honest, it's not like I had like some crazy bad year, It's not like I was out here like not doing anything. It's just they ain't going.
So apparently his feelings were hurt last year.
It wasn't what everybody expected, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I feel like with what I've done, in the little times I've been out on the field and what I've done with the opportunity has been over the top.
What dynamic do you think Hardy could bring to the offense?
Yeah, Hardy's explosive, man. He's quick, he's fast. You might see him walking around here a little slow, but he says he's just saving it for the field. So whenever he's out there, man, he's moving, he's explosive, and happy to have him for sure.
Josh said something about maybe in this offense giving you, we all know that your average depth of target is way down the field.
Yeah, you already know.
Someone's a little easier to catch and run, maybe. Use that part of your skill. So rack is a big part of this offense. Have you seen that kind of started to come up and how you guys want to operate this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm one of the top receivers targeted downfield. So, I mean, when you take that stat, obviously that's the less balls completed in the NFL. So if I'm getting all those targets, I may have some more receptions than others, but that's, again, I'm not getting targeted from 0 to 9 yards. I'm getting targeted from 16 plus. So not a lot of guys are consistently staying in that zone and catch every single ball that comes to them, or getting the best ball to them either. Those are harder throws, harder catches. Everything is more difficult the deeper you go. So trying to put that in my game to be able to get some more short game routes and being able to be involved in those kind of things would definitely help me out.
It feels weird to say, like, based off your age, that you're one of the more veteran receivers, but there has been so much turnover. So how do you feel with all these new guys, whatever age they are? Like, are you taking on a more of a leadership role of like bringing guys in, or what has that been like when just you have had so much experience in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, going on my 4th year, a lot of the new guys coming in, I feel that they do. I am one of the guys that they look up to and try to model their game after, the way they handle themselves, on the field and off. So definitely been taking that role. OTAs was a good opportunity for me to be able to take the role as soon as I meet these guys to kind of show them how we roll around here and do things.
What does that feel like being more on that side of things versus, just 2 years ago you were so like on the young side of it?
it just shows how fast this game is going too. I mean, how fast life goes. How I just remember when I was under, John Brown, Steph, Bees, Andre Roberts, Emmanuel Sanders, all these guys, asking them about things and doing this now. I'm on the other side of the fence, and it's just crazy how quick it turned around. James, I mean, James is a great back, great player. Ready to see what he does this year. I feel like he's definitely, as the season went on, he was definitely progressing and showing the potential that he has. And I feel like this year will be a big year for him. Dalton's a playmaker. He's comfortable in the zones, and he's just having fun. It looks like he's having fun out there. He looks relaxed. He's a great player. You can see it on his tape from college, the type of player he is. And just really excited to be able to have Dalton and Dawson out there, guys who can do, the same thing and feed off each other.
That you have with Steph, I think you guys are always around each other. Just what, both personally and professionally, like what have you been able to just like learn from him, and just what is that bond like?
What's up, Submission?
Steph is like a big brother. He's been on my side from day one. He's backed me. I mean,
so Jordan, so that's because like
about me.
6 players that'll be on there, I'll be top 50.
He's just a guy I know I can depend on.
I have no fear.
And gives me confidence, and I'm pretty sure I do the same thing for him when I'm on the other side of the field. So having a guy like that I've been around now too for going on 4 years is definitely something special. I mean, the situation I'm in is pretty unique. To have the same offense, be around the same guys, doing the same thing is sweet. I mean, he's the best to do it. So if a guy like that saying that, a guy who knows football, I mean, I feel like everybody should be saying the same thing.
There it is, baby. There it is. Ladies and gents. Okay, so this is what I ended up getting off from that list. Let's go ahead and revisit exactly what Gabe Davis just said in that. First off, sounded like that his feelings were hurt last year. He was paying attention to a lot of the noise. I would say probably Bill's Twitter. Let's say that we all tend to overreact. We're hurting our wide receiver 3's feelings right here, ladies and gents, okay? But his high ankle sprain definitely did have a little bit to do with how he performed last year. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? Let's go down to precisely what they had to say about Gabe Davis. I'm sure that there's going to be, oh shit, what's going on here?
Renaissance.
James Cook, never mind.
To give a speech for the graduation. I mean, it was a great experience. Just seeing how the kids get a second chance at life and, get opportunity.
James.
But most people don't. And like they had their graduation and something like this. So, I mean, it was very crazy. So
what was kind of part of your message that you gave?
Don't take life for granted. You get another opportunity and use it as an advantage.
Were you nervous before the speech?
No.
I feel like a lot of people are. Like I would be.
Nah.
James, you're expected to take on an increased role in the offense this year. Does it feel any different coming into this season for you?
No, not really. I mean, it's football. Something that I was born to do. I just come each and every day and work.
What did you
See you go.
About your rookie season that you're taking into your beginning portion of your second season?
Just be patient and everything gonna come. And when it comes, just make every opportunity count.
How different does training camp feel this year when, there's such a jump from rookie season to the NFL? Like, does it already feel really different just a few days in?
Nah, I just feel more confident in what I'm doing and, just playing with more energy and just being me.
So obviously, James, been a real effort by the team, by the franchise to improve and bolster the running game between what they've done up front and who they've added around you in the backfield. What's it been like to be a part of that, and how do you see it looking for the season?
I mean, we just do our job, just keep getting better each and every day, and hopefully we do something special this year.
In the offseason, go from year 1 to year 2, to back up Catherine's question about training camp, what was that like? Because everybody says you're doing all the banquet circuit, you don't know where you're drafted.
What's up, BNC?
Now you know all that going into the offseason. How much did that help you be more confident once you headed through this offseason?
I mean, it's no difference. I mean, I
Yo,
just
later,
gotta
Milky.
continue to work and just keep getting better, each and every day, like I said. So, I mean, no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna just keep working and just keep being the best me.
You mentioned feeling more confident. Do you feel like that's a product of just being in the offense for a year and having a greater understanding of it, I guess?
Yeah, that come with it too, just not knowing, like, establishing myself last year, I feel more established this year and more confident that I know what I know and feel more confident knowing the plays.
Ken was up here earlier, and he had mentioned that you were kind of building toward that even at the end of your rookie year, whereas in the second half you were starting to see more playing time. So did that confidence really start then and then just continue into the offseason?
Yeah, I feel like the back end, I kind of helped the team a little bit, and that just carried on this year. And, I mean, it's going to keep carrying on.
What did you take away from your time with Devin? Because he was really established, and I know you guys have a pretty good relationship. So what do you feel like you learned from him?
I learned a lot, just how he came in and worked each and every day, and, like, he guided me, then steered me in the wrong way. And, I mean, I actually learned a lot from Motor, just throughout the whole year, just being patient. He just talking to me throughout the year.
What kind of goal setter are you? Like, do you have specific things you want to hit this season, or is it more big picture? Like, what are you trying to do this year?
With me, it's just more of a team thing, and then everything comes. Once you win, everything comes. Like, everything's get accomplished.
Having that year under your belt and getting a feel for the offense, becoming more confident now in year 2, are there a few things that you're working on here in camp? Josh Allen was working on limiting those turnovers for himself. Is there one thing that you're focused on here?
Yeah, just me and Josh being on the same page, as me being his running back, and next to him, just me and him being able to correlate and know what he's doing and he know what I'm doing. So just little things like that.
How have you guys been able to do that? Is that something that happens on the field, or is it off the field?
I mean, it's something that you build. Just keep building, like doing practice. Also, just talking to him, like, what are you thinking, like what I'm thinking. So just keep building in practice each and every day.
National reports that Dallas will visit the Jets. He ends up in the division, and you play him against him twice. What would that dynamic be like? Sibling rivalry.
I mean, it's no difference. I'm trying to beat him too, so just like he beat me. So I mean.
And so I might have lied. He might have put on some size.
So I mean,
you might have put on some size this year.
His life,
What's up, Avi? I'm doing great. Hope you are.
Nah.
He doesn't bring up that the Vikings won that game.
Yeah, he do.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he do.
How has that relationship helped you kind of in this transition from college to the NFL?
With me and him?
Yeah, with you and Dalvin.
He just giving me advice, just keep telling me to keep getting better each and every day. Be the best version of me and be myself, really.
Ken Dorsey mentioned you as an every down back in his comments earlier. Is there anything that you feel you have to improve upon to solidify that role and be on the field every down?
Oh, really? Just keep doing what I'm doing. Just keep getting better each and every day, like I said. Appreciate it.
James Cook, baby. By the way, is the volume still like super messed up? Is the volume still super messed up? Oh, so Business Consolidated does a great job over at his YouTube channel. Definitely go check out the homie. A BNC and Dan collab? Yeah, man, most definitely. Whenever you're ready. Yeah, whenever you're ready, bro. Hit me up. I'm down, man. Full-time gig now, brother. So I got plenty of time, man. It's how it works. So DF Forever Dan, he has some tone in those arms. Looks stronger. That's what I'm saying. Looks a little better. Now we're waiting on Dawson Knox to come in, which is pretty wild. King Dante saying, yo, what's good, Dr. Mitchell? Has there been any Kincaid training camp highlights yet? Not video-wise, but the guy, from what I understand, has had 2 back-to-back incredibly impressive performances. So we're just sitting here waiting on Dawson Knox to come on real fast, guys. We can go on ahead and wait on that. But I do want to say hi to the chat. We're waiting on Dawson Knox to come. Hopefully the volume is a little better. But we'll see. James Cook, RB1, 1,000 scrimmage yards, incoming. McCaffrey 2.0. Dude, Jeff is a James Cook supporter. He's loving it. Yeah, they sound off. Yeah, man, absolutely. Listen, man, I am always fine with any collaboration. One thing I do want to say, guys, once again, this show is obviously brought to you by Bocce Club Pizza, best pizza in Buffalo, New York, hands down. Go to their website because they are delivering nationwide. How it works out. And you just put in code Dan and you're going to get 10% off. So if you want to send a gift to somebody that misses Buffalo pizza, or if you're no longer in Buffalo and you want to taste from home, botchaclubpizza.com, national delivery. Pick whatever pizza you want. All right. My favorite pizza from Bocce Club is the chicken finger pizza. Absolutely melts in your mouth. It's incredible. It really gets my pizza fix. Now that I'm sitting here in South Carolina, a place that knows nothing about pizza. Nothing about pizza. It's absolutely, it's depressing, ladies and gents. I really don't even know what to think about it. All right. We're still sitting here waiting on our dude. Still waiting on our dude, Dawson Knox, to come up and start chatting with us. We're just going to wait till my guy comes in, man. We're going to have to see how it works out. We have Avi coming in saying, Dan, what did you do for 4th of July? I watched the fireworks with my dad and my brother Ryan. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Me and some buddies, we ended up taking the boat out for the day. Hung out for a little while, grilled out, spent some time with friends and family. It was an awesome 4th of July. It was a good time. And so I'm glad to see that you had a good time as well. Always a good thing. DF Forever. Dan, do not know if you got my earlier message. Head coach came out, looked at his other coaches and said, we going to have some fun today. Listen, I mean, when I hear that Dawson Knox was literally taking handoffs, Gabe Davis was in the backfield, we see those 12-man sets, that excites me. From what I understand, we've seen a lot of creativity with the offense, and I think we're trying to bend the rules here. We're trying to see what we can get away with, right? I'm fine with some Josh Allen interceptions here and there during training camp. This is exactly what it's about. What's going to work? How are other defenses going to combat it? This is where you literally go to the drawing board and you exhaust all possible options until you can put together an actual playbook, which is what we all need to look at. Absolutely love it. Noob is talking about, hate hearing my boy Shakir had a drop. It's one drop, man. It happens. Definitely wouldn't even consider when that comes in. So Bocce gives you the girth to break through some tables. Absolutely, baby. Listen, we need to get into our body form of breaking table shape. Bocce Club Pizza, ready to go, baby. It is thick. It is beautiful. Melts in your damn mouth. Proud partner of Dom Mafia Live. So check it out. Raymond, what's going on? Recent member of the channel, by the way. Thank you so much, man. What is up, Dan? Shout out to my members. We got Troy in there. Mark's a member. Raymond's a member. Shout out to all the members in the Dom Mafia show. Definitely going above and beyond, supporting the channel. Best way to support it is quite simply just hitting that like button, ladies and gents. All right? It's free. It takes less than a second, and it helps me out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm so my content can be distributed out to other desperate eyeballs for some football Buffalo Bills content. So knock that out. And by the way, listen, I'm noticing 90 people are watching this right now. I can almost guarantee you not all 90 of you are participating in the live chat. Don't be shy. Say that you're new here. Say that you're not typically one to participate in these things. Please introduce yourself. Listen, we are building a massive community here, Bills Mafia, and then NFL fans as well. I'm going balls deep in content this year, ladies and gentlemen. This is now my full-time career, my dream job. I'm so happy waking up each and every single morning knowing that I get to talk about football for a living. It is a beautiful thing. So definitely don't miss a beat because my number one goal is to entertain you. All right, so go on ahead, subscribe to this channel. If you have not already, I don't know what Dawson Knox is doing. He's definitely taking his sweet-ass time. That's for damn sure. Anyway, let me see what else we got here. So running back James Cook on his brother Dalvin Cook ends up in the division. I'm just trying to beat him too. If we play each other, we play together. Let's go ahead and start unpacking exactly what was said because we know that Gabe Davis was a little upset about the noise that he heard this past offseason. He was putting a lot of the blame on a high ankle sprain where he thought that he ended up losing a step. But I did like what he said because Gabe Davis was talking about the fact that vast majority of his targets aren't 6 to 7 yards away. They're deeper, right? Like they're 10 plus. So, I mean, really just based off of probability, you're probably going to have a less of a chance to go ahead and actually pull those in on a consistent basis. So why am I upset? Not even sure. Absolutely love it. Bills News Consolidated saying that I love to see some random kick returns, punt returners, even Justin Shorter. From my understanding, we just had 3 taking punt returns yesterday. We had Evans, we had Shakir, and then we had Hardy. So Hardy was all pro in that department. So my best guess is that it's going to be him. Fixed season right around the corner, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I'm not drinking, right? And so I got to put my body in the perfect state so where I can completely ruin it during football season like I do every single year. And so I'm going to be a member soon. Trust. Noob, listen, man. Listen, bro. You already know that the best way to support me is just simply tuning in, showing some love, being in here. Guys, honestly, I've been streaming since, for about 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. We're going 3 hours today, baby. 3 hours today. We're doing this every single practice day, every single one of them. So go on ahead, subscribe if you haven't already. We are giving you that live, late-breaking news. Dawson Knox is taking his sweet-ass time, ladies and gentlemen. Get to the podium, baby. King Dante, yo, Dr. Mitchell, I just sprained my ankle. Can you help me? I am still going to hockey, bro. Just it's about some WD-40, brother. Soak it up in some WD-40, dog. Dan, what are your 2 favorite colors? Mine are pink and purple. Oh, man. Blue and red. Blue and red. No. In all seriousness, green. Congrats, Dan. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. John Osborne. Knox really beefed up from rookie year. Got the man bod going on. For a second, I thought you said dad bod. I mean, I suppose either would work. And so getting his turkey burger first. Jeff Rowe rolling on in and saying, started following you 4 years ago, but watching you since then. And
just when you have off days, do you do anything fun? Do you get out at all, or do you do anything?
Kind of depends. If the body's feeling good, you might get out and play 9 holes or something.
Yeah, he's a big golfer.
Usually guys will just get together, play some cards, hang out, do a lot of laying around, a lot of treatment, trying to get the body back right for the week. But don't have any plans right now.
Relationship or OTAs, mini camp or something. It seems just organically you guys have developed an incredible bond so quickly. How have you been able to do that?
Well, yeah, that's thanks to him. His personality is just awesome. He fits right in with our culture, with our room. He's the type of guy you'd want to hang out with outside of football too. So, I could see us being friends regardless.
And so I'll get to that in a second, Cody. But yeah, I got you.
So he's just, a stand-up guy. Got great character. You can tell he's raised the right way. Has all the right values. So it's really hard not to like a guy like that. So he's been great.
Kind of a little bit off of what John's talking about and how important it is for rookies to come in no matter how high they're drafted and understand that there's a process here. How important is that for Dalton? Has he kind of shown that he's a first-round pick, but he's not too big for that?
Yeah, he's done a great job. You always kind of tell rookies that you got to sit back and kind of take it all in. You can't act like you got it all figured out right off the bat, even if you are a first rounder. So he's done an unbelievable job. He's always asking what he can do for the room. He picks us up snacks, brings you coffee without you asking him. He's just that type of guy. He wants to make sure he's doing all the right things. He's always early, always one of the last ones to leave. So I don't think anybody on the team could say a bad thing about him. I just stick with espresso, so it's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm not going cold foam and 2 pumps of vanilla. I'm not doing any of that.
This morning, looking back at last year and looking ahead to this one, talked about the emphasis being less predictable offensively. That references how things kind of came to an end last year.
So sorry about the volume here, guys.
How do you see that process?
So I'm trying to find a YouTube video on this, but this is just the Bills quality. This ain't me.
Yeah. I think he's already done a great job throwing in a bunch of wrinkles, different personnel sets. I know you guys don't want to give too much away for, our rivals, but he's done a great job mixing things up, moving guys around in different positions. I know you guys saw me take a handoff today, so that was fun. So he's just doing little things here and there to change up the versatility of the offense, and I think we'll just continue to build on what we're doing at camp so far.
This catch today.
Oh, it's insane. I think it got tipped, and it's wet too. So, we saw some drops out there, which happens. It's day 2, but especially especially it being wet, it's tough. So when it got tipped and then he brought it down with one hand, all of us just kind of looked at each other and ran down and celebrated with him. So that was pretty awesome.
Sean McDermott said that was a catch for you on the sideline.
Well, I knew it was a catch. I don't know what he said. You know the defensive guys love to rip the ball out, no matter if you're jogging back from running down the field or whether you're on the ground. So
They did.
100% it's a catch. I guess there was a game last year where I thought it 100% had a touchdown. It got called back. So you never know, but hopefully Sean was on my side. I have no idea.
What are the challenges for you and Dalton to complement each other, given what his skill set is, merging the doors to get on the field?
Yeah, he's already a very natural route runner. Great feel for the defense, great hands. He's shifty. We saw some, he's got some good speed. Pretty incredible for being a rookie. And then, sometimes we'll both go in the box and we'll start running the ball. And then if they bring in an extra linebacker, we'll spread us out and we'll, attack.
See, it's about the same.
Some mismatches. So I'm super excited what that brings because we haven't had a ton of that in the past, but it's been really fun being out there on the field at the same time as him.
You guys made both those catches. He had one similar to you on the sidelines. It was kind of the same with Josh having to roll out. How do you have to, Dalton's coming into this, he has to learn how to be available for Josh as he extends the play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take us through that process of understanding that, playing with the quarterback like that?
Yeah, so we work scramble drill a lot.
It's so funny, by the way, where yesterday we couldn't hear the reporters and now we can't hear the actual person being interviewed.
Obviously Josh is an incredible athlete. It takes a lot of people to tackle him, so he's going to be rushed out of the pocket every now and then. So we talk about if you're deep play, just little things like that only comes with repetition.
No fucking way.
There's a safety deep, so I wasn't going to take it down.
No way.
Michael right in front of me, so I kind of had to just stay where I was. Josh, put on the money. So it's just one of those things that'll come with.
Ain't no way.
Time where people trying to define what his position is. With you two, how much would you say you play the same position? If you could explain that in terms of, without giving things away, but your roles and things that you do and excel at and what he does, how much of it is exactly the same? How much of it is very different?
I'd say a good bit is exactly the same. When we're in there at the same time, he plays the F, which is kind of like a slot guy, but you can also bring him in line. A little more versatility. I'll be more in line if we're both on the field, but at the same time, we like changing it up where he goes in
No way.
Linebacker coming out to match me. So it just adds a whole different layer that the defense has to prepare for, and it's got to make it hard on a defense coordinator. He's going to be asked.
Block is part of his role, and in terms of that, that's
Listen, I would never wish anything like that, but that is fucking wild.
Blocking those guys, what do you think that's going to be like?
That was my biggest adjustment for sure. Those guys are paid a lot of money for a good reason. So just repping, your footwork every day, hand placement. Coach Rob Boris does an incredible job getting us right, being in the film room, knowing which steps to take, where to put our hands. Coach Cromer too with the O-line works with us some. So between those two coaches, we'll be prepared for anything.
Different things you guys are doing, like the handoff. Is there any side of that creativity that you get most excited about? Like, oh, this is so fun. Is there a favorite?
No, this is real. This is fucking real.
Especially taking a handoff, it's really fun.
And so does anybody care if we stop watching this and we look into this? Hold on. This is breaking news right here. Hold on. Let me share my screen real fast so we can see this. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Jalen Ramsey, talk to me. Yo. It's real. It's real, dude. Holy shit. Okay, update. Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey was carted off the field. He was taken to the locker room, to the cart. He has an issue with his left leg or knee. Dolphins superstar CB Jalen Ramsey had to be carted off the practice field after suffering an apparent knee injury. He tried to stay on the field but hobbled to the cart. Here's to hoping nothing's crazy. So Jalen Ramsey was carted back to the locker room after Dolphins practice. We will presumably get more information tomorrow when we speak to Mike McDaniel. Dolphins CB Jalen Ramsey was carted back into the locker room after a practice injury. Trainers were attending to his left knee. He grabbed his left knee after defending Tyreek Hill on a pass play. Trainers evaluated him for a bit on the sideline. Then he hobbled to the carted off. Dude, that would be detrimental. That would be absolutely detrimental to the Miami Dolphins if that happened. That would be absolutely detrimental. In fact, let me see if TD is streaming. Let me see. He's not streaming yet. He's not streaming yet. Oh, man. I called TD right before the stream, and it sounded like he was asleep. I wonder if he was taking a nap and he hasn't woke up yet. But, like, if that's, like, I wasn't nervous about Jalen Ramsey in general. I really wasn't. But, I mean, you hate to see it. So you really hate to see it. They paid that man a lot. Dude, that is wild. Yo, Jalen Ramsey, bro. Okay, what else are some star offseason acquisition? Jalen Ramsey was carted off the field and taken to the locker room on a cart. Ramsey grabbed his left knee after defending a Tyreek Hill on a pass play. One of the two. Here's the thing, man. I never, ever, 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 ever want to wish an injury on anybody. I could care less, because you want to know why? Because say, for example, that he is out, then that's a big, big issue, man. And so I want to beat the Dolphins at full strength as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with, like, Dolphins fans, say, for example, that we beat them and, like, now they're going to say, oh my God, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm calling TD.
What up, dude?
Yo, what you doing, man?
The car wash.
Did you see the news? So Jalen Ramsey got hurt and he was carted off the field.
Lies.
I swear to God, dude. Check Twitter. I swear to God.
Oh my gosh, please tell me you lying to me, bro.
Dude, I swear on my life right now. I just wanted to tell you, like, it's trending on Twitter. I'm not BSing you. Like, he got hurt in practice and he got carted off the field.
I don't see that, dude.
Yo, search Jalen Ramsey on Twitter. It's all over the place.
I see it now.
Dude.
Oh my God.
That is rough, bro.
Man, you gotta be kidding. Sorry. Jalen Ramsey just got carted off the field.
That is
just getting the highest paid, bro.
Yeah, no. And so I'm streaming right now, and everyone wanted me to call you because we weren't sure if you were there to see it. That sucks because, like, now, like, say, like, once we beat you guys week 4, like, that's going to be your excuse now. But, like, I hate to see that injury. You know what I mean? And so I hate to see it. No, dude, it's rough, man. It's rough. Well, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry that I had to break the news to you, but I figured you want to know. All right, buddy.
You live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
Bye, dude.
Bye, bro. Damn, TD. I love TD. And honestly, like I will say, I am never going to root on an injury for another team ever again. I mean, I feel bad for Ramsey. Yes, he called my quarterback trash after a while. There's some beef here and there. But that rate, dude, that is wild. That is absolutely wild. Like, that's their entire defense. I mean, not their entire defense. Come on, let me take a step back. It's not. But that sucks. That is just the Dolphins. That's the Dolphins' luck right there. That absolutely sucks. My favorite player, Avi, is, and so I'm not gonna say Josh Allen because, like, that's like a super common answer. Favorite player not named Stephon Diggs or Josh Allen's Matt Milano. Dan, prayers up for Jalen Ramsey. 1,000%, man. 1,000%. And so I'm never going to be that guy that's going to root or celebrate an injury. It's not me. I can only imagine what's going down, right? Because, like, that could very much happen to us. Like, Ramsey going down in training camp, I would say, is probably similar to, like, a Diggs or a Josh Allen going down in training camp for us. Like, we would not be happy about it at all. So, not particularly happy about that. Hey, Dan, tell TD that Tua sucks. Karma is a you-know-what. ACL, MCL, one of the two. Again, you do not get carted off for a hamstring. Definitely sending healing vibes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Last thing I want to do is have Dolphins fans come up with the excuse, oh, man, if we had Ramsey, things would have been different. No. I want a full-strength Dolphins team. I want a full-strength Dolphins team each and every single time that we play. Ramsey is as good as trash now, and at the end of the end is the day he was taken out. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Bills Mafia prayers. Absolutely. 110%. And so we're going to have to, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it. Hope they were just playing it safe. We got to bubble wrap our guys. Shaking my head. Dude, it's what? What is happening? Garrett Wilson too? This is absurd. Hold on. Ain't no way. This is... Hold on. Garrett Wilson's out too? Not that. Garrett Wilson's search. Yo. What is happening to the AFC East? What's up, Ryan?
Hey, brother.
And so I'm still live. What's good, bro?
Never mind. I'll run by and do it. I gotta check the dimensions of the room upstairs for the pool table. See how much room I got.
Oh, dude, I'm more than happy to do it for you. What do you like? You need like a tape measure or something?
Yeah, you know where that you know the like box cutters are and the scissors and stuff downstairs?
Yeah, in that drawer?
It's in there.
Okay. All right. You just want to know the measurements from the wall right up to the couch?
Yeah, and then the length.
Okay, so wall to wall and then from wall to couch. Okay, man, listen, I'm going to be live for like another 15 and then I'll go ahead and send it up. Are you already at the store?
No, we're just leaving the house. We're going to lunch first, so that's fine.
Okay, cool. Most definitely, man. I'm more than happy to do that for you. I will give you a call if I have any issues finding it.
Appreciate it.
All right, big guy. Peace. And so we're getting a pool table, ladies and gentlemen. My sincerest apologies. We want to get some... Yeah. We're getting a pool table. So we got to figure out how that works out. Cancel all Bills practices right now. New York Jets receiver Garrett Wilson suffered an ankle injury during Thursday's practice. Per Dov Kleeman, he limped to the team's locker room and is considered done for the day. More to come. That dude, Jalen Ramsey. Now Garrett Wilson. Hold on. Now Garrett Wilson. Thank God Bills practice is over. For the love of God. Okay. That's not good, boy. That's not good, dude. Holy shit. So literally within like a 10-minute span, Jalen Ramsey and Garrett Wilson just go down right now. Literally in a 10-minute span. What the hell is happening in the AFC East? Thank God practice is over today. And everybody else, bubble wrap these guys. Listen, don't even worry about pads, man. Throw them in there. Yo, dude, Josh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Wild. The Madden curse is hitting everybody else. It's the reverse Madden curse. All that trash talk last night is coming back around. New York Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson. Okay, I already read that. It's probably because Aaron Rodgers overthrew him again. Oh, man. And please, I don't celebrate an injury, but Ramsey has no sport ethics, in my opinion. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I definitely wish both of them are okay because I do want to play both teams at full force because that's great practice for the playoffs, right? Ankle for Wilson. Jeff Rose coming in saying that DF forever. I was not celebrating Ramsey going down. What happened has happened. It's unfortunate. It's just one of my least favorite players. Steve Rose. One thing I hate about this game is the randomness due to the injury. It's annoying. It's very, very annoying. I had to let one go. I'm done. Let me take the karma. Not the Bills, please. Dude, it's Garrett Wilson and Jalen Ramsey literally down, okay? I feel like Jalen Ramsey's injury is probably a bit more concerning. It's probably a hell of a lot more concerning to the Dolphins than I think Garrett Wilson. Like, worst case scenario for Garrett Wilson, It's a high ankle sprain. It's a high ankle sprain. That is worst case scenario. So now BNC is saying that Patriots are due. Noob is talking about, I had to let one go. I'm done. It's what the hell are we talking about here? Dude. Ian. Hey man, things have been going good. I've been streaming for a considerable amount of time right now. And we ended up going off to the topic that Jalen Ramsey and Garrett Wilson left practice with an apparent injury. Ramsey's injury seems to be a bit more significant than Garrett Wilson, but despite all that, practice was great, man. A lot of creativity with the offense. Like I'm talking like some crazy formations. We ended up seeing a lot of 12-man personnel. We had Dawson Knox took a handoff. Gabe Davis was seen in the backfield as well. The defense was doing great. They were mixing and matching a bunch of other players into like all these different formations, first team, second teams, third teams. I heard that the right side of our offensive line was struggling pretty tremendously. 2 minutes to go. What's this? Around the NFL? Hold on, baby. We got it. Around the NFL. What is this? Are people just dropping like flies? Let me see. Around the NFL. This is... Okay, so he said that it was... And so I'm not seeing anything from around the NFL. I'm not seeing anything there. Tell me. Saints offensive tackle Trevor Penning day-to-day with a foot injury. Everyone's dropping like flies. Everybody is dropping like flies today. Bye, Dan. Until I got to go. I am busy with other stuff. Me and my mom will be going swimming soon. Have fun. Have a good time. See you next Monday at 5 p.m. Looking forward to it. We'll see you soon. And so if you had to shoot out highlights of training camp so far across the board, would we say it's weird injuries? I would say so, and especially some pretty significant names, too. It's not even completely out of the ordinary, which is completely going by. We have a lot of injuries today. We really do, ladies and gents. We really do when it comes into it. Let's get back to the Bills, right? Let's get back to the Bills and see if anything else has been released. No particular videos have come out yet. Waiting on some more highlight videos from what the Bills have to talk about. Let Cook Dalvin. Matt Adams, too. What is going on? It's like a purge right now. What the hell is going on? Dude. What are we talking about here? Why is this? I'm going to find this here. Excuse me, guys. I'm just being interesting. Let me see what else we got here. Let me see what else we got here, man. Backbone 5 is coming in saying that they could just be getting cautious with Ramsey by carding him. There's not really many other injuries outside of something pretty significant to the knee that requires a card off. Some people are hoping it's cramps, but it's not even that thing. Juan is saying, my guy Dan rips that Nick stick like he's pulling on a fat J. My guy has been on the block a few times. I've seen some shit, bro. I've seen some shit. All right? Move the stadium. As some Dolphins fans are just going crazy right now. Dude, this is absolutely wild. Guys, by the way, do me a favor. If you are new here, please introduce yourself in the live chat, man. We're building a community of NFL fans, Bills Mafia. Please go on ahead and do that, man. I love understanding exactly who you guys are that view on a regular basis. Don't be shy. Go on ahead and intro yourself. We would love to have you. And definitely subscribe, right? We are going to be going heavy with NFL content and Bills content for all the way up until February. Okay, this is my full-time gig right now, ladies and gents, is to entertain you. So go on ahead and join the community, subscribe, smash that like button, by the way. How many like buttons are we talking about right here? We have 111 like buttons smashed. Go on ahead and knock that out, guys. We've been doing a lot of this. Crazy so far in the NFL. Absolutely wild. TD just went live. Okay, let's talk to TD. Let's see what TD Finstocks has to say. Come on. And so we're Oh, yo, this is TD's. Yo, this is TD's sixth song. Sixth song, TD. Talk to me, buddy. What we got here? We put our players in a bubble. Absolutely. What's TD Finstock got to say, baby? Let's go. I just called him. You saw that I just called him. No idea TD does that shit. So is that a TD original? It might be a TD original. I love TD Finstock. I mean, you have to love TD Finstock. How can you not?
I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only
I need to drop an original song, man. I can't have my guy showing me up over here. I cannot have my boy showing me up over here. Like, dude, someone be my ghostwriter. Write me a fucking slap. Oh yeah, dude. He definitely is. We're reacting to TD right now. What TD got to say? Yo, my name is Dante. Been watching Dr. Been for about 3 years. Is already one of my best YouTubers. I do pull girls.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Hit the like button on your way in the building. We got some breaking news coming out of Miami. Unfortunate breaking news, man. This was bothering me a lot because it's huge. One of our best players on the team was carted off. Jalen Ramsey, our big acquisition, cornerback to replace Byron Jones, was carted off the field with an apparent knee injury.
Shit.
This just isn't good. This isn't good news whatsoever. Honestly, we don't have any real information. A lot of people they're just very hopeful that he's okay, but anytime you hear a knee, it's a cause for concern. I think we're all very hopeful that it's very minor, something that's just going to have him, sitting on the sideline for a little bit and ready for the season, but we just don't know. We're waiting on more information. But he did go down and they were working on him for like 10 minutes. And obviously he couldn't leave the field on his own will, so he was carted off. Anytime a player is carted off, they're concerned that something major happened and they don't want to make it worse if they have the opportunity to potentially, either save what – I don't know, man. This was tough, man. We just wait, man. And at the end of the day, man, we just pray that God, make sure that he's okay. Same thing with Garrett. Wilson got hurt today, but I believe I got news that he's gonna be okay. We just pray that, good health, strength, and that it's no big deal. And I see some of y'all in the comment section. I haven't seen anything that said torn ACL, so I don't even want to get close to that. I don't even want to get close to that. That would be no, I ain't getting close to that. And it's sad because I don't want it to be nothing, but part of it is like, man, please just be something minor. Just be something minor, because it's just not good. It's just not good. Bringing him in was supposed to cement our defense. We need as many good members in the secondary as possible for Fangio's system to work. And Fangio's already feeling like he's short a few people. This right here would not be good at all. So at the end of the day, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see because I know they're gonna run some tests, some MRIs, and all of that. And we're definitely hoping at the end of the day, Ramsey's tests are negative. Just a little, sprain or tweak or something like that.
Yikes.
All right. Just I mean, we don't know. We don't know. It's just one of them things. We have to wait and see. Ramsey out, Hill out, things. I didn't hear anything about Hill. I didn't hear anything about Hill. Vivian said it's minor. We hope so. We hope so, Vivian. And a lot of people who are saying it's minor are talking about when he left the field, they felt like it was minor. But from my understanding, they haven't heard anything yet from tests being run because they always run the tests. So, well, I just want confirmation that it's minor and he'll be all right. Sit him down. It ain't that serious. We know who he is. We know his talent. We know what he can do. He ain't got nothing to prove. This is the one, like, on this team, right? Let me see. There are 3 players on this entire roster that have nothing to prove. It is not going to help nor hurt them if they don't play in training camp, and that's Tyreek, Armstead, and Ramsey. Those 3 guys have nothing to prove. Nothing whatsoever. Maybe Tyreek trying to get chemistry with the quarterback, but outside of that, these guys ain't got nothing to prove, man. Nothing whatsoever. So we don't want to start this. We don't want this.
Dude, yeah, that sucks. I mean, shout out to my boy TD. I can only imagine what he's going through right now. If like that was Josh Allen, Matt Milano, or like somebody significant right to our team, like what the hell are we gonna do at that point? You know, I'm not even particularly sure how I would handle that situation if it was anything Buffalo Bills related, dude. That absolutely sucks. Let's go. Let's get back to Bills stuff right now, guys. Listen, I have been literally streaming since like about 10. It's right approaching to about 1. I'm probably going to wrap it up here soon, but I do want to look at if there's any other videos that just came out about anything. We have some fun things to talk about, and I got to help my boy out with something. So much to talk about on the tight ends over the first 2 days. Bills OC Ken Dorsey spoke to the media today. Who replaces Hines? Is Cook RB1? Gabe Davis versatility. Ken Dorsey feeling more comfortable heading into year 2 and the Dalton Kincaid impact. Have to really look into that. By far the worst part of camp. It is. Knocks on one of the big differences with McDermott at defensive coordinator. He tried to come by the offensive huddle during walkthrough. Jalen Ramsey was carted back. Guys, this is I think the AFC East is just absolutely taking bodies. It's absolutely taking bodies. Guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to wrap it up a tad early today. Nice little solid 2-hour and 50-minute stream. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Same time, same place. So go on ahead and join that. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, guys. Listen, we're building a massive community here. Sign up for the Discord. Sign up for the Discord as well. Listen, I have that literally pinned at the top of this channel right now. So definitely go on ahead. And yeah, join this Discord, baby. That's where the conversation never stops. That's where all of the Bills information comes in. So definitely go on ahead and knock it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I love seeing each and every single one of you. Check out Bocce Club Pizza, best pizza in Buffalo, delivering nationwide. Use code Dan for 10% off. Like this video on your way out. And by the way, chat, what time is my stream later? So what time is my stream later? I'm trying to quiz you. What time is it? Bills Mafia happy hour. What is it? Do we know? I don't see the pin at the top of the chat. It might have expired. All right, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to have to keep on pinning stuff at the end. 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. 5 p.m. I will see you guys at 5 p.m. EST for Bills Mafia happy hour. I love each and every single one of you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you here in a little bit. Deuces.